What's up, Watchers? Magnus here, and today we are finally back with the Extras Academy Survival Guide, episode 23 or chapter 23. If you want more content, there is always Patreon in the description. And yeah, I mean, you can become the member as well, but YouTube is not perfect, to say the least. Sup, Sir Alec? What? Alecad. You're early. Yeah, you're early. Let's freaking go. I see. So there was a mastermind behind the occupation of Offalis Hall. I suppose it could be true if you think so. You have very good intuition after all. Then, Assistant Professor Cleoh Alpine. But take care not to miss the most important thing. Such as the theses on celestial magic I asked you to find. Of course you knew. I'll have it on your desk by tomorrow morning. Offalis Hall, Education District. Assistant Professor Cleoh Elkin's office. Sup, Tony? I've gathered more information on the occupation of Offalis Hall, Professor Cleoh. Thanks, Anise. Do I really need to agonize over this incident when it's all over already? I'm so exhausted. I think I might keel over. It's just so suspicious, though. Ed. So unremarkable. Ed Rotz-Taylor. Hey! What's up with my boy? Oh, I'm so sorry, Ed. Was Ed right in front of her? I completely forgot to come up with the draft for our contract. Oh, no. Okay, it's okay. Looks like you'll have to come by next week again. Elta Company. Slovenia branch. Oh, you forgot again, huh? This is like the 20th time. I prepared some refreshments to apologize. Of course, yeah. Oh yeah, I had to work overtime, so it changed schedule until when the hell am I reading that again? It's like was it Saturday? I think it's on Saturday. Next Saturday, isn't it? I mean, check my schedule. I'm pretty sure I put it on next Saturday because I'm working Wednesday to Friday, and then I'm streaming again. So yeah, pretty much. I think so. I prepared some refreshments to apologize, but I haven't forgotten about the magically engineered items. So please take them as you leave. All right. By the way, why are you dressed so? So what? I don't know what to say yet. I have an important matter to tend to today, so I dressed up a little. You dressed up a little, huh? Yeah, like you didn't dress up for him. What do you think? An important matter. Oh, you know, lots to do. Is your cabin finished yet? It's in the final stages. So you'll need furniture, right? I do, but the things you sell at this company, like, yeah, you're too expensive, are all too high quality and expensive for me to afford. So I'll make my own. Sup, Basilica? Sup? Well, I can't give them to you for free, of course. Giving merchandise away for free would be unethical of me as a merchant. Your specialty is woodworking, right? Huh. That item has no sale value anymore, so I'll get rid of it tomorrow. I told you, it's too high quality. Yeah, way too high quality. Thank you. How could you look so indifferent? What? What do you mean? Well, she's at least being obvious about it. Like, is she gonna say it? Was shooting my best shot, you know. I mean, yeah, she's already thrown herself. You don't even see me as a woman, do you? But I see you as a man, Ed. And that means exactly what you think it means. I'm only helping you out like this out of my own selfish reasons, too. I understand what answer you want from me, but... Oh my, I don't expect an answer from you. As you know, I tend to not get into a fight I have little chance of winning. For now, you are still very much indifferent. But one day, I won't be the only one. It's like the originals. Klaus to Caroline. He can be your first love, but I will be your last. Ah, that was such a good scene. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Fretting over what the other feels. That coquettish smile of hers remained the same, whether her victory was assured. Or she was cornered. Using her skills as a merchant, yo, she's trembling. Yeah, but like, you could feel it though, trembling. She never revealed her true feelings. But the problem was she touching him because you could feel the freaking shaking. Nah, okay. Original story production, Corita, Green Kyron. Now then, shall we begin our lesson? What? Alright. Fire. Nice. Try focusing your magic and sensing this. Okay. Look at this. Nice to meet you, Master Ed. What the hell is that? Is that a dragon? Please be a dragon. Please be a dragon. Please be a dragon. Mugg, low-ranking fire spirit. That's not a dragon. At best, it's like a wyvern. And I don't think it's a wyvern. That's a bat. That's clearly a bat. I was like, the wings? Nah, bat. It is my honor to make a contract with you. I am Mugg, a low-ranking fire spirit. Get the fuck out of here, Mugg. I was summoning a dragon. Based on the agenda of electing a spirit for you to make a contract with, raised during last week's weekly report. What? Good. I was worried you got in accident because 3 hours later. So. Sorry, Tony. Wasn't really on purpose, but I got like called in immediately. Was like, Bryce is at work, or different job, like yeah, overtime. And after passing the application interview, spirit meeting discussion, and qualification verification process, I have been chosen. Okay. I'm proud to say that I have scored the highest during our magic efficiency training in the Northern Forest. What is wrong with your rank? And I assure you that I have the best communication ability among all the other low-ranking spirits. I am already burning up with passion, but I shall assist you with an even more intense passion until I have been burned to a crisp. I thought you were made out of fire. Doesn't matter. While playing Sylvina's failed swordmaster, I guess I did raise my spirit skills once. Having a spirit at your side was like having another friend. Aww. Who would joke around with you and encourage you during combat. But it definitely wasn't this intense. Why does he remind me of a soldier? You asked me to recommend a good spirit for you, so I narrowed it down to the spirits with the best magic efficiency among the ones I made a contract with. Apparently the spirits put in a tiny little bit of extra effort to decide who would be the best choice. Who decided on that selection process? Crawl faster, you were! No, that's the dragon I wanted! It was Takan. Anyway, try holding him. Aww, okay. He's warm. You can sense his warmth, right? Ow, ow, ow! He's warm. Ow, ow, ow! Really warm! If you're connected to the spirit you made a contract with, you can sense their presence and magical energy even without them having a physical form. If you concentrate too hard, it'll be too hot for you, so be careful. Okay, I was right. So his firepower increases according to how hard I concentrate. Huh. Firepower, that makes him sound like a machine. This is... Please command me. No, you ruined it. You ruined it. You ruined it. A portable heater. He's gonna use it in the freaking cabin. It's an oven. Oh my god. Or a fireplace. He's gonna use it as a fire. Heating conductor. Oh my god. Mugg. Panel oven. Mugg the panel oven. Resonance rank 2. Spiritual efficiency good. Innate skills. Blessing of fire fortune. Temporarily increases fire resistance. Explosion. A lower ranking explosive magic. Increase fire type magic ability. Okay. Magic skill details. Rank proficient magician. Elemental magic. You have gained the ability to acquire intermediate magic. Spiritual resonance. Spiritual understanding. Spiritual manifestations. Shared senses. This is ridiculously useful for my survival. And it doesn't burn up firewood either. I'm glad to see you happy. Yeah, but that's not the reason you think it is. You always look so tired and haggard. How nice. Tell me if you ever need anything else, Ed. I'll tell you more about resonance and spiritual sense itself before we have to go to class. It'll be faster if you learn it from me. And if you want to increase your skill quickly to be able to make a contract with a mid-ranking spirit soon, you have to practice spirit combat too. So I'll reserve the combat training hall for us some time. And does that mean like we're gonna Pokemon battle? What? Nothing. I have some equipment that can help raise your resonance efficiency, but it's all in my room. Wanna come with me? Yo. My god, the girls are not playing. When we see each other next. Oh, I thought she was gonna invite him over. She's like, yeah, so they're in my room. I'm gonna come by. Oh no. What? Ed? Huh? I'm actually pretty busy. I have a lot on my plate. Yo, she turned real quick. Okay. I guess you're not on Lortel's level yet. I got people lining up to ask me to teach them, you know? So making time for you like this is pretty hard. Oh, I get that. Yo, Ed is just gonna... Oh, yeah, that's fine. You can only... I mean, only if you have time you can help me. You don't need to. So yeah, I'll go back to my cabin then. You can't just do everything for him. You need that push and pull. Be cool. Oh my god. Isn't it a bit much to ask me to teach you elementalism for nothing in return? You are right, actually. Huh? Sorry about that, Danica. I took your kindness for granted. I should offer you money at least. I can't pay you much, but what? Money? No. I don't need money. You can't just waste money when you're barely surviving yourself. What? But then what were you asking me? Go out with me. What? You need to save money. No way will I accept that. Besides, having you pay me would make things seem all formal. Wasn't that what you wanted? We are friends. Don't be like that. Just... You'll owe me one. Or two. Or three. But I thought you wanted something in return. What's up with you? These spirits are ruining everything for her. She's just... But I don't know. No, I don't... Clara told me to push. I mean, Oh my god, she tattled on the freaking spirits. She told me I had to learn to say no because I'm too generous sometimes. She's not wrong. She's a good friend, right? But I'm not like that to just anyone. Anyway, I'll tell you more next time. Let's meet up in the combat training hall next time. I'll reserve us a spot and let you know the time. Pork. I'll get you some nice equipment too. Let me know if you need a book about resonance too. Anyway, I have a class soon. See you later, Ed. Yeah. Alright. What the fuck just happened? You've acquired magic engineering and advanced production magic. An advanced production skill slot has been filled. The magically engineered item I received from Lortel was easier to take apart and analyze than I had expected. I was finally able to learn an advanced skill. Ignite. When I ran out of firewood, I would use a mug. And when my mana ran out, I would go back to the fireplace. Mug, warm up the cabin. Sure thing, boss. Sure thing, Commander. This way, I was able to heat the cabin without fail. My shelter was pretty stable and safe now. And while that feeling of being safe is nothing grand, it somehow made me feel at ease. And it felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. It's gotten late already. I should check my traps. Maybe I shouldn't have waited until I was done with work to come here. It's gotten so dark. I really should have come tomorrow. But the more I think about it, I'm certain that there had to be a mastermind behind the occupation of Awfully's Hall. And I really feel like it was Ed Rotz Taylor. I guess it's just Ed, now that he's been disowned. Everyone else on the scene was either a student of Awfully's Hall or a staff member. Is she gonna like find his cabin? Has she? Because she doesn't know about it, right? But Taylor and Ed have no connection to Awfully's Hall. Excluding Taylor, who resolved the situation, only Ed is left. I came all the way here because I heard Ed Rotz Taylor has often been seen in the northern forest, but on second thought, unless he's practically living here, there's no way he would be here at night. I am living here. A cabin. Oh nice. Looks like he kidnapped. Oh my god, this looks bad. This looks really bad. It's like, yay, food and a sleeping loose in the forest. Oh god damn it. What on earth is that? Our principal Obel, whose power is compared to that of the Archmage Glocht or the Great Sage Sylvania. Even he has to go all out when dealing with that girl. Lucy, Mayriel. I knew it. My intuition was right. The mastermind behind the occupation of Awfully's Hall. That was them. Was Ed Rotz Taylor. My god. Misunderstanding much? Nah, it's true. I am the mastermind. I was always the mastermind. Ed. It was me. It was me all along. And that's... Lose. That's definitely losing. My intuition was right after all. Maybe I was born to be a detective. No. I get the misunderstanding though. What? Is all this? Sleep, you son of a bitch. Come to think of it, I'm meeting her early tomorrow morning. I have a ton of work to do. But I should go to bed early. I need to rescue Lucy. Slowly. As quietly as possible. Yo, she about to go ham. You don't wake up, Lucy, you crazy? What? Lucy? Who are you? The assistant professor for your... She went back in there. Go back to sleep. Sleeping time! She's like a freaking cat. What? Never seen anyone eat leaves before, or what? No, oh, beef jerky. I knew it. You knew what? That was Lucy? Ed Taylor. Have you heard of him? He goes by just Ed now since he's been disowned. I do not remember the names of talentless trash. Don't be so harsh, Professor Glast. You know Lucy, though, right? This student named Ed managed to overwhelm the Lucy Mayreal, who was powerless against him. I was researching the occupation of Upplace Hall because something felt wrong. But before that, I went into the forest because... Cleoh, your story makes no sense. Anyway, to get straight to the point, I went to Upplace Hall and used photography recording magic, you see. Photography recording magic, did you get permission for that? Don't sweat on the details. Of course not, I just made him some likely excuse. You should start on your written apology. I already wrote one because I knew this would happen. I should be able to get pardoned for it. Though, see it for yourself. He totally looks like the Mastermind, right? I mean, look at the way he's sitting there looking all evil. Like that. I mean, can't really blame her. Is that all? Is that all how he sits? I can sit like that, you know. Oh, like I told you earlier, Ed was carrying Lucy. He was unconscious over his shoulder and... Are you sure he wasn't just carrying her because she was asleep? Yeah, that's more like it. Just bring me your written apology. Yo, he is spitting. Are you sure it wasn't just her sleeping? Yes, sir. Yes. Just as reported, Ed stood in the way of Taylor and his friends. But was defeated in mere moments. The talented swordsman Taylor and the genius alchemist Elvira. What? They didn't defeat him in mere moments? There is no possible way that common students stood any chance against those two. There we go. Yeah, he didn't lose. Oh. Still can't defeat Lucy though, unless you're like fool her. The hell? Construction completed. Your crafting skills increased. New crafted item. Ornamental dagger explosive. A dagger made by infusing an ornamental dagger with explosion magic using spiritual infusion. Can activate the infused magic within a set range. As it has been infused ahead of time, the activation speed of the magic is very fast and its mana efficiency excellent. Crafting difficulty 2-star. Spiritual infusion. Spiritual magic explosion. Low ranking fire spirit. Mugg. Mana accumulation capacity medium. Resonance range small. I've been using this dagger ever since I started living out in the wild. Oh, that's cool. It's really satisfying to inscribe it with things and make it more effective. The spiritual infusion has worked quite smoothly. The more the caster has used the item, the more effective the infusion you see. You've climbed the ranks once again, Master Ed. I'm overjoyed! This ought to be celebrated. I, Fire Spirit Mugg, shall sing a song to express my joyful heart. This is a shepherd's song, passed down through history in the Pulan region. Master Ed, I'm sorry. I beg you to let me atone for my misdeeds. How embarrassing. And the most embarrassing thing is that I do not know what I did wrong. Please enlighten me and allow me to rectify my mistake so that I may improve myself. Hey. Yes? Shut up. Drop the formalities. Spirits who are no longer fluid and have become low-ranking spirits. Raise their reputation by receiving mana through a contract with an elementalist. Yeah, she's on another level. If it's someone as skilled as Yennekai, it would make sense for a low-ranking spirit to be overly grateful for a contract. But this makes no sense. Why are you so overly excited about making a contract with someone like me? I have no talent! Were you promised something in return? Well, just spit it out. We are going to be working together for a long time from now on. Right? Master Ed, I cannot hide it any longer. My overflowing respect and loyalty for you. do not stem from pure awe at your statue, okay? But from my greedy little desire to make something of myself. I'm so embarrassed. If I made a contract with you, Master Ed, and absorbed the refined magic around Lady Ennicott, I knew I would be able to grow twice as fast as any other low-ranking spirit, so... Anything else you need to confess? Additionally, based on my research of the rumors about you, you are an authoritative person, so I did my best to please you. I understand your situation is clear. I understand. Your situation is clear. I've actually had it really hard. Spirit hierarchy shouldn't be so blatant. The older spirits are so mean to us, younger spirits. So yeah, I tried to talk specially. Just relax, we're all just trying to survive. Oh, Master Ed. But I can't be too informal with you. I prefer this formality. Sure, do whatever most comfortable for you. Whatever. My combat skills were still lacking. Okay. But I gotten strong enough that I was above average in strength for an adult male. My storage was full of meat, vegetables, and spices. My dude can just live by himself, constantly, even without school now. So I'd completely put behind my days of starving and sleeping under the stars. As long as I put in enough time and effort, classes that simply required memorization and theory application were completely doable. It had little to do with talent, as I only had to sleep a little less and keep stuffing the information in my brain until it stuck. Though I couldn't call these days peaceful. Considering my strict and exhausting schedule, things had gotten much better. Ed! Huh? What? Ed! Oh. Yennegan? Huh? Look at me, what's wrong? What's wrong? I was sleeping. Wrong. I'm sorry, Anakin. I had something to deliberate, so I zoned out a little. Oh, he fell asleep. You know, it's kind of rude to sleep when someone's talking. Yeah, sorry about that. Ed, you're falling in the fire! Oh, I'm fine. Don't overdo it. It's good to be diligent, but your health is more important. I need to concentrate. I received 3 letters today. 3. Okay. Oh. I haven't watched season 2 of Solo Leveling. I've only read Solo Leveling, and I haven't even finished Solo Leveling. I haven't read anything else than what is on the channel, and I mean like YouTube members and Patreon stuff. So we finished Solo Leveling, but we haven't finished like the chapters after that, if you know what I mean. And the second from the Elta Company. Neither were particularly surprised. Oh, the first was from the Academy and the second from the Elta Company. Neither were particularly surprising, okay? But it was the third letter that I needed to pay great attention to. Because it was proof that the storyline had already gone off the rail. The current chapter of the story was the sale of the Sage's sealed tome, the main event of Act 2. This incident was supposed to be a two-sided tug of war between the Academy and the Elta Company. But because of Elta's downfall, the person who initially requested that Elta acquire the Sage's sealed tome, Crepin Rotstaylor, the head of House Rotstaylor, stepped in himself. Wait a second, does that mean you got a message from Daddy? And so the sealed tome has become a three-way struggle between the Academy, the Elta Company, and House Rotstaylor. Crepin Rotstaylor intended to use the Sage's sealed tome for his search for immortality. And as things went awry, he had decided to jump into the negotiations himself. Crepin Rotstaylor was a boss in Sylvania's failed swordmaster, who didn't appear until Act 4, which meant that he was far too strong for anyone to defeat right now. Oh shit. I needed to use whatever methods I could to get rid of him, to exclude him from this episode. He would no doubt leave without a fight if he were to get his hands on the Sage's sealed tome. Okay, so you're gonna get it for him? Crepin, not creep. Crepin. But if the... or creepin, or crepin. But if the boss was already that strong in Act 4 without it, or to gain such an advantage as well, yeah. It could be impossible to win the game, even with all my knowledge. This letter detailed the actions taken by Kreppen, Rothsteller, and what they might mean, as well as an invitation extended to me. The sender was. I have returned from the northern forest. I delivered the letter in person as you ordered. Thank you, Claire. Principal Obel came to me and informed me that the Academy's finances were already in great peril. As Sylvania is a private academy, I cannot simply finance myself. At this rate, the Elta Company will get its hands on the Sage's sealed tome, as it would be humiliating for the Academy to lose an item so integral to its very existence. Obel came to me in secret to ask for my aid. However, how strange. How do you think Kreppen Rothsteller even found out about these negotiations for him to insist on participating? His son. That young man Ed could have reported it to him. He didn't, though. He may have heard of the rumors since he resides on campus. If I were in his shoes, I would do whatever it takes to be recognized and be taken back into his family. No, I doubt that. May I have the honor of joining your highness for tea, despite my lowly status? This is unexpected, Lortel. I thought you disliked me. Oh my, that is quite accusation, Princess Pina. If I did, I wouldn't have come all the way here to speak to you. The reason Kreppen Rothsteller must have involved himself in the negotiations is most likely because of my father rather than Ed. What? It appears that Kreppen Rothsteller was the one who requested that my father, Elte Keheland, acquired the Sage's sealed tome in the first place. I had no idea, of course. Even with my father losing his position, the company's plan to acquire the tome has not changed. The Elta Company has poured quite a lot of time and resources into these negotiations, you see. How strange does the Elta Company not How strange does the Elta Company not plan to acquire the Sage's sealed tome in order to sell it to House Rothsteller? Your purposes seem to align in the end. So why are the Elta Company and House Rothsteller? Because we are gonna sell it not cheaply. Competing as though they each wish to acquire the tome for themselves. That's because I no longer have any intention of selling the sealed tome to House Rothsteller. I'm in quite a peculiar situation at the moment, you see. So it is best for me not to associate with my father's closest customers. Why would you tell me something so integral to the company? Because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You want to hold House Rothsteller in check. And I wish to acquire the sealed tome, so we both stand to win. I also wanted to step in because I fear that poor Ed would be roped into this. He is my dear upperclassman after all. You were worried about him? He has left his family and is busy living his own life. So garnering such misunderstanding just because he used to be part of House Rothsteller would be unfortunate, don't you think? Lortel is actually worried about someone. What is she playing at? But his usefulness in this is undeniable. I will be asking for his aid as a favor, and will even use my authority to order him if necessary. But if he keeps his mouth shut despite that, then... Oh, yeah, you should not threaten him. Then what? Yo, you're about to like slit that throat. What? Then I suppose I must use him. Oh, well. You're going to try and use him? Do you really think you have that power? Boom! Oh my god. Hey, you tell her, Lortel. You tell her. How dare you speak to the princess that way? Princess Pena. We are allies, right? At least for this occasion. That is why I wanted to give you some heartfelt advice. Do not try to use him like a tool. You'll become the tool. You may find yourself being used in turn. There we go. It's not even her like, yo, I'ma kill you. No. Ed is going to get the last laugh. We must hold her responsible for this insolence, princess. It's fine. Claire. Claire! Wait, that's Claire? Oh my god. I feel sorry for you. This is confusing. I can't tell what Ed Ross-Taylor is thinking. And Creepin' Ross-Taylor has suddenly joined the negotiations for the sealed tome. But perhaps my most formidable opponent is this girl who shows no sign of bending her strong-headed arrogance before me. The princess. Lortel Keheland. I wonder if I'll ever get to see her being flustered or helpless. What on earth? Yo, is this like Ed just like, yeah, I'm going back to my daddy. Hey Lortel, it's been a while, how have you been? Help me. She's suffocating me with kindness and help. What? A lot of things happened. Out the company, Sylvina Brown. I'm sorry, I didn't expect Yennecar to come too. I only have enough rosemary tea from Poulan for 2 people. Would you like some water? Would you like some water? Yo, I actually find water more better than tea, so yeah, it's fine. Sure, I mean, it looked like you had a ton of it in the break room, but I guess you can't give any to a guest who's not a customer because it's merchandise. That's right. I'll just have water. Here, here, have this, Anagon. Okay. Oh my god. She about to kill you! That was for you. Alright. You're here for a magically engineered item. Yes. Oh my god, she's about to keel over. Those are obviously brand new items. There's not a single speck of dust on them. I thought you said it was unethical for merchants to give away merchandise for free. Well, Yennecar, it looks like you don't have an eye for these things. If you take a closer look, these are all damaged products. That's nothing. You did this on purpose. What? Well, in the end, whether or not they are marketable doesn't matter. It's all about whether they are helpful to Ed. I mean, thanks, but I feel bad about getting it for free. I haven't paid for the last one either yet. This is the 4th time already. It's fine, as long as you keep visiting to renew your contract. Every time. It's just a small amount of money. It's just a small amount of money that doesn't mean anything for me. Wouldn't it be easier for both of you to just pay and get it get it over with? Well, that's for us to decide, don't you think? Oh, come on! It is obvious what you're doing! Everyone say that! Everyone! Yeah, well, I guess I'm shameless. Still, Ed is. Why would you care about it? There it is again, that familiar feeling washing over me. It feels like I'm floating underwater. Yo, is he like dying from overwork? I have so much to do, but I keep ending up trapped in this strange sensation. I need to be wary of Creepin' Ross-Taylor, who has gotten involved with the negotiations for the sale of the Sage's sealed tome. But that's almost 2 weeks away, so first I need to make some sort of mattress for my bed. Mattress. I thought it was matters first. Mattress for my bed. Yes. I think I could fold over some fabric and stuff it with feathers and other materials to make it soft. I also need to skin and prepare the young deer I caught a few days ago. Shouldn't you have done that a long time ago, unless you haven't just let it lie outside though, right? Dude, that's going to rot. The inside of the cabin needs cleaning too. Yo, immediately when you catch it, you need to skin it. Come on. Oh, and I ran out of jerky for Lucy. The inside of the cabin he's cleaning too. Yo, you have so much to do. Huh? Ed? 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 Wake up, Ed! Ed? Oh, shit. Did I faint again? Like the 5th time this week. Maybe I need to face the truth. The way he was fishing at his camp and focusing on survival, and the way he stayed calm and presented the right thing to do during the Glast Subjugation incident. All the students have been saying that he just focuses on his studies, and Lortel warned me that I shouldn't judge him rashly. Maybe my insightful eyes are wrong. I need to confirm it for myself. I ordered him to visit me at the royal dormitory for that exact reason, after all. Claire, has tomorrow's schedule been decided yet? When is Edward's Taylor going to... Your Highness, it seems as though he will not be able to visit for a while. Why not? It was a royal decree, he wouldn't refuse. I heard that Edward's Taylor collapsed from overworking himself. Overworking? Status, ailment, exhaustion. You have a high fever, indigestion, chronic fatigue, migraines, periodic fainting, shortness of breath, impaired vision, magic maladjustment, and weakened muscles. Yo, I need some healing right about now. Get enough rest to overcome this status ailment. Oh my god. Neutral to team Lucy or team... I mean, yeah, I'm pretty much team Lortel at the moment. It's hard to breathe. My body feels heavy and my lower stomach feels hot. Yo. Are they lying on top of you? Like what the... Of course Lucy is lying on top of you. She's like a cat. Oh yeah, my owner is injured. I need to warm I need to stay close. Oh my god, Lucy. Too salty. Less salt. What? You're talking about jerk in your sleep too? Lucy's even lighter than her small stature already suggests. It's hard to believe a human can weigh so little. But I can't budge at all. Lucy seems to be the same as always. This must have something to do with my condition. Is she healing me? That would be nice. I'm completely frail right now. I seem to be in my cabin. And this blanket is new. It must be from the Elta company. I'm hungry. Do you ever do anything besides eat and sleep? You're up to date, is that what you're saying? Congratulations, you are up. Your magic was completely jumbled up. Oh yeah, she about to fix you right up. You were training up your magic while learning elementalism and never resting for several months on end. That's why this happened. Were you doing this while I was sleeping? It's not hard or anything, but it's so boring that I fell asleep a few times. And it was really uncomfortable too. It was really uncomfortable. Yeah, those do. They are bothersome, you know. Well, not that they could complain since this was necessary. Don't be sick. Being sick is hard. Some people die from it too. Yeah, it's not just a jerky. Lucy watched Glast, who was like a grandfather to her, pass away in a sickbed. Thank you. Oh, you're awake, Ed. Sigs. Magic department. I wasn't sure if I could use the fireplace inside, so I started a campfire out here. You can use the fireplace. Ow! Chimney. God damn it. It's Santa Claus. And just how many girls do you... Yo, how many girls have you, like, seduced? Huh? I haven't seduced anyone! If anything, they are trying to seduce me. Then again, a strong male is bound to attract many females, I suppose. What? What are you talking about? What are you mumbling about? Nothing. Is this how liberal civilization really is? Perhaps my understanding of society is too limited. Why are you here? Yennecar needed to get back to classes, and Lortel said she couldn't put off company business any longer. So, you're here. It's false, I grew it out. Ugh, I can eat almost anything but this. But this is... It was not a choice. I'm sure someone more detail-oriented like Elka or Clara would have made something better, but... Lortel specified that no other girls were allowed here. Yo, you know Penya's gonna show up though, right? I should check in on how the storyline is progressing. No, you don't have time. Just rest. Just rest, dude. By the way, I heard that some alchemy students got into trouble with Academy while secretly mass-producing Mandragoras. Oh yes, Elvira is such a troublemaker. In the end, Haley and Clevius took care of the problem quite quickly. Good, that means chapter 5 of Act 2 exploring the Academy went well. I also heard a rumor that the monsters eliminated by the Cleoh's religious group stole into campus through the underground waterways. Haley and I took care of that. I didn't think anyone had heard. So chapter 7 of Act 2, Devil of the Underground Waterways, was taken care of too. I guess that means only the biggest event, the battle for the Sage's sealed tome, is left. How long was I out for, by the way? Today is the 10th day. 10th day?! Everyone will be shocked to see you finally awake. What? They probably won't be able to see you today though. Yennecar has to be at the academy for the day. And Lortel said she had to prepare for an important negotiation tomorrow, and reluctantly left her camp. I expected to be out for a couple of days at most. Yo, Hiba, chugging that soup. I thought you said it tasted awful. It does. But if 10 whole days have passed, Ed. Hey, Sigs. Yes. You have to send a message from me to Lortel right away. There's no time left. So, don't have time. The day after Ed awoke. Incident full of unpredictable variables, chapter 10 of Act 2. The battle for the Sage's sealed tome began. Present at the scene. Pen, where the Princess Penya Crow, Lortel Keheland, acting as a substitute for the head of the Elta company, and the man who shouldn't have been there according to the original storyline, the head of House Rotstaler, Creepin Rotstaler, Crapan, the final boss of Act 4. God damn. God damn. If he's that powerful, like, there should be some hidden powers in Ed though, right? I'm glad to see you in good health, Prince. Quite some time has passed now. I've never had the chance to apologize formally. I heard that a foolish member of my house caused you quite a lot of trouble. Item disowned just as you ordered, but I would like to apologize once more. It's alright, do not let it trouble you. Creepin Rotstaler, a relative of Ed Rotstaler. But more than that, he is a noble, dignified, benevolent, and wise head of house. A powerful duke. You can tell that even his staff deeply respects him, or fear him. But my ability tells me that this man is definitely a villain. And you must be the representative of the Elta company. My name is Lortel Keheland. I am incredibly honored to partake in this occasion, though I am unworthy. You are the daughter of Elta Keheland, the Golden King. I've heard much about his good judgment and ambition. We tend to go wherever there is a good profit to be made. The scent of gold draws us in, you see. So it does. The negotiations for the purchase of the Sage's sealed tome. The negotiators arrive. A meal is served and the Sage's sealed tome is brought out for inspection. Purchasing options are confirmed. Everyone writes down the offer and once they are collected, whoever bid the highest will purchase the tome. The Sage's sealed tome is a treasured item owned by Sylvania Academy. The Academy does not wish to publicize the fact that due to financial difficulties, the sealed tome is being sold to the highest bidder. And so Bell Forsyth, the headmaster, thought of a clever plan. Why not just like bid though? I asked the princess will be present as a witness. And Rachel, the deputy headmaster, will quietly conclude the bid without making the occasion public. The bidding will be kept as simple as possible. Among the two bidders, whoever bids the highest amount will take ownership of the Sage's sealed tome. They could have gotten way more though if it's like a bidding war. I read how things would proceed and did some research on similar negotiations over sacred tomes. The Magic Book of Order. Carl, the genius alchemist, imbued his tome with dozens of materialistic magic spells. 8,100 gold coins. A Book of Habitual Routine. A singular magic analysis tome on organism replication magic kept in the Royal Library. 6,000, huh? The Exploration Record of Magic. A record of magic discovered by Archmage Glocht as he explored the mysterious southern continent. 7,000. The value of the magic they contain, the academic value, and the value they pose as luxury items. That girl must be aware of countless other prize ranges and purchase records of magic tomes. However, yeah, he's gonna bid high. Crepinrod's Tailor will be the one to obtain the sealed tome. You have received your bids. The question is, did Ed get the message to Lortel in time? Because if he did, most likely, you're gonna be surprised, princess. Thank you both for your offers. An auction with no set upper limit. It is most important to know your opponent's limit when it comes to this kind of process. We tend to go wherever there is a good profit to be made. Lortel revealed her objective, which is to make a profit. If she does intend to make a profit, Lortel would never go beyond 8,100 gold. No, she fooled him. That's what she said it like that to make him not go insanely high. The most that was ever bid on a magic tome. She about to bid like 9,000. Anything more than that would make it difficult to resell and would only lead to losses. As long as Crepin writes down a little over 8,000 gold, which would be the most Lortel would go for, the Sage's sealed tome will be his. Bullshit! I will now reveal the bids. Crepinrod's Tailor, 8,500 gold. That's exactly what I was expecting. And I am expecting 9,000. I'm expecting 9,000 from Lortel. I knew it. Someone like Crepinrod's Tailor would never come to the academy in person to purchase something for a profit. The question is why he wants this tome enough to offer so much money. Lortel Caeland, 9,400. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay, fine. God damn it. She overspent though. I said 9,000. I would have bid 9,400. What? The Sage's sealed tome will be purchased by the Elta Company. She wasn't after a profit at all. I will take my leave. In order to conclude this sale and issue a sales certificate, we will move to a separate room with the Elta Company's representative. Alright. What was Lortel Caeland after to begin with? Could it be? We are allies, right? At least for this occasion. So Nia, that Lortel's plan alone, all along, was simply to stop the sealed tome from getting into the hands of that villain. No, she's not one to act based solely on a sense of justice. Even if that were the case, the fact that Crepin is a villain and his dark motives are nothing but speculation on my part. Even as a princess, I have yet to find any evidence against him. This must have been a request or an order from someone else. Someone is controlling Lortel. Ed. Someone who knows of Crepinrod's Tailor's sinister nature and wishes to stop him. I simply wanted to let you know. But the rumor about Ed working for House Rod's Tailor is completely unfounded. even as he was disowned and left to fend for himself in the wild, so much so that he collapsed from overworking himself in an effort to survive. He has been trying to fight against House Rose Taylor's evils all along. No, he hasn't, but okay. Ed Rutz Taylor. Your Highness, what on earth have I done? I drove a man like that into the pit of despair. The princess was overcome with guilt. I mean, you shouldn't be, like, that's not true. But her misunderstanding was sublime. Might have been for the best. Okay. Fire Lortel Kellen, Elta Company, seller Obel Forsyth, Sylvania Academy, 9,400. The item will be transferred 7 days after signing. The details of the contract are as follows. So the amount of money I can make after selling the sealed tome to Duke Crepin is at least 8,500 gold, huh? Since I purchased it for 9,400, the difference will be about 900 gold. The merchant was lying when she claimed she wouldn't sell the Sage's sealed tome to Crepin. You can sell it again or do whatever you want with it. As long as you obtain the certificate of sale for the Sage's sealed tome, I'm willing to do any favor for you whatsoever. Anything! Anything? She's just like, yo. How uncharacteristic for you to make such a mistake, Ed. One should never promise a merchant to do anything for them. A favor from Ed for just 900 gold. That's quite a bargain. Anything? Anything? Yo, she about to just like take him out on a date. So, what do you want? Well, we're doing it. Anything, huh? If the princess had seen her face, then she would have coughed a bloody shock. Oh my god. Anyway, that's how Lortel won the bid. You should have seen her face when I delivered your letter to her. I'm so glad Elka is so innocent. Right. She must have bet on the fact that I gave her information as a member of House Rose Taylor. And her feelings for me played a significant part as well. Yo, you're still like tired as hell though. You need to rest, Ed. I do feel a bit bad for her, considering what will happen next, but... Ed, you're awake! It's not even lunchtime yet, Yenneker. How did you get here so fast from the education district? I ran! I flew! My morning classes are all over. I don't have any more classes to attend today, and I'll do my homework tonight! Lortel's not here, is she? Oh, Yenneker, sorry for worrying you. Siggs told me everything that happened. Sound like I caused a lot of trouble for you. Huh? No, not at all. But Yenneker, you were in tears all the time, to the point that there are now rumors that you were rejected by someone. And the other day, you even barged into the academy meeting room and... Shut up! What an interesting story, Siggs. It's getting really cold today. By the way, you should take care not to catch a cold. What's going on here? Siggs, you okay there, buddy? Oh, there he is. Please punish me, Master Ed. I deserve to die. I Mugg had no idea that you were working yourself so hard. Master Ed. Oh, hey Mugg. There you are. I wanted to appear straight away and apologize to you, but I was concerned if I manifested before you were ready, it would mess with your magic, Master Ed. So I was relying on Lady Yennekar's instead. Don't make such a fuss. Hey Ed, considering that you were unconscious for 10 days is only natural he is so upset. I suppose 10 days is a long time. Hold on. 10 days. The deer carcass started decomposing while I was unconscious for 10 days. Oh no. The fishing net's ripped open because I didn't patch it. I've lost all my food! I guess I have to start over. You're thinking about overworking yourself again, aren't you? But I need to. It's like living. It's alright, Ed. I'll help. I also have time to help until the next exam. I can aid you with hunting and woodwork. Things like this work out just fine. Huh. As long as we take them one at a time. You guys are awesome! I'm not paying you anything though. What? We didn't ask! Right. I have any money. I don't have any money. You don't need money. You have praise. I'm suddenly reminded. Yeah, you used to sleep in there. Of the not so distant past. A shelter made of twigs I erected when I had absolutely nothing to my name. The way I would fall asleep while being bitten by all kinds of bugs, with no one to rely on. Some things took a lot of time, but I've achieved quite a lot until now as I survived each day. That's right. It'll work out just fine. He seems exhausted. You think so too, Marilda? But this is an opportunity for you, Enicar. That Vixen seems to be incredibly busy with her negotiations. So you need to use this chance while she can't make it to Ed's camp. Yeah. That Vixen of a girl is quite clever, by the way. You should learn from her, whether you like it or not. If you want the man you like for yourself, you need to act more like a Vixen too. First off, your outfit. You look like a country bumpkin right now. What? Right, I'm not very attractive. What? But you're perfect in another sense. What is it? What? I don't think Ed really care about the clothes, to be honest. Huh? Men are weak against women who seem cheerful and cute, but are actually very skilled at housework and being independent. Playing innocent while showing off that side of you is perfect. You think so? Roll up your sleeves, there you go, and tie up your hair too. He really is going through a hard time, so being at his side like a supportive wife is a good strategy. Wife? You're going to go see him today, aren't you? Do whatever it takes to get further with him. Alright. Marilda, high-ranking wind spirit and dating expert. Dating experience 0. How you an expert then? Get further. Never mind. Tell me this, Yennecar. What were you intending to do today at his camp while helping him out? What were you planning to do to get closer to him? I wasn't planning anything. What's going on? Lady Marilda is crying out in despair. Are you kidding? At this point, with this opportunity, do you really think that absolute statue of a man will ever be so exhausted again? Think of how fast he has been learning and growing more powerful. It's a ridiculous pace. Do you really think he'll need your help like this again in the future? There is no better winning strategy than becoming someone who he could rely on during this precarious time. You need to use that position as someone who supported him when he needed it. It might seem a little underhanded and shameless, but still. It might... A little? It is complete manipulation. I get that, so I did think of something. Calm down and listen. Oh. That's quite clever. It is? What is she planning then, if the dating expert agrees? It was late at night. Yo, if she is going to crawl... Is she gonna like do a Lucy? The stew Yennecar made for me was so much better than Sig's that it was on a different level entirely. It occurred to me that I should really learn from her to raise my cooking skill. That's what you learn. But first I need to focus on my recovery. Yeah. It had helped me out so much I couldn't just keep looking exhausted. Yeah. It was too early to say that I felt fine. I was starting to get another migraine and a mild fever. Huh? You look so tired, Ed. Have you been hiding in my cabin? You didn't go back to your dorm. What? Back to my dorm? This is my house. What? What are you planning to do? What are you planning to do? What? Back to my dorm? What do you mean back to my dorm? I don't have a dorm. Has Yennecar gone crazy? Huh? Nothing at all. Nothing at all? You don't need to pretend that you feel better. If your body is tired, your soul gets bogged down too. It's like that for everyone. I know better than anyone just how hard you've worked and how intense your daily routine has been. When I was having a really hard time, there were a lot of people who consoled me and helped me. But what encouraged me the most? Instead of consolations or offers to do things for me, it was just when you stayed at my side without saying anything at all. It's been hard, hasn't it? You've done really well. You really don't need to do this. Shh. I know it's been hard for you. You need to admit that so you can rest easy. Just admit it, Ed. Just admit it. Ed is having a hard time. Ed is having a hard time. Alright. I am. There's just so much to do. It's been really difficult. Okay, I agree. That was like the best thing she could do. See another Tom then, Tony. Is she sleeping next to you? Like sitting there? Drooling on you? Damn. She really loves you. Yo, we haven't seen him smile in a while. I recovered fully. One night rest and you recovered. Yo, wasn't he like tired and he just like, I'm completely life skill details. Intermediate craftsman, woodworking, handicraft. All of them above. Collected production formulas, weak wind generator, loud noise generator, automatic resonance, magic power, chessboard. I wasn't able to progress as much as I had planned in the past 10 days. I mean, you were sleeping. Especially when it comes to magic engineering. Advanced production skills have a significant impact on core stats. And their versatility is comparable to that of general skills. The problem is that teaching myself by taking apart and rebuilding magically engineered items has clear limitations. Magic engineering formulas are mostly given as rewards for completing main quests. It's hard for someone like me who wants to avoid getting involved in the storyline to get my hands on them. You might as well just go all into the storyline now. You have changed so much already, Ed. Just go all in. Take all the side quests. But it seemed like Taylor was not at all interested in magic engineering. It was probably because even with the production formulas, he wouldn't be able to make anything useful right away. You do not have enough material. Because to produce them, you would need material that isn't available until the later half of the game. But that wasn't the case for me. What could you be thinking about so hard? I had someone right here who could bring me whatever materials I needed, no matter where they were. Lortel. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. I was really shocked when you collapsed, you know? It's good to see you're doing well too. Does it look like I am? I'm suffering from chronic fatigue, you know? A very hard time looking after my dry hair and skin issues. And yet you have time to visit me in the forest. I need to take breaks, too. After all, I had something to tell you, too. Now that Elta has been ousted from the company, it would be strange to keep calling it the Elta Company, right? So I thought I would just change it to the Merchant Company and reorganize its structure. But I need someone to help me with staff and asset management. the flow of sales and taking care of business outside of the company. Are you trying to make me overworked again? In other words, a joint leader. I see where you're going here. Husband and wife running the company together, huh? Imagine. When we get up in the morning and go to work, we'll be spending our time separated by just one wall. Think of just how well you will be treated. Not only will you be the joint leader of the Elt company, but you'll receive part of my private assets as well. It's almost like getting married. Oops, look at me rambling on and on. Lortel. Going so far for me is a little strange, don't you think? You have no idea. What? I understand, you know. You must be wondering why I'm acting like this and the fickle emotions of a young woman. Shouldn't be involved in such major decisions. I bet that's what you're thinking. And I'm sure you have no intention of being anything but business partners. I mean, she's right. But you never know. In a world where a mere breath decides the flow of hundreds of gold coins. And where you must betray others first in order to avoid getting stabbed in the back. What do you think you will need most in the end? It's someone who would never betray you. Someone who, even if you one day lose all the wealth you've accumulated, and even if everyone else turns their back on you, will remain at your side no matter what. For some, that kind of person could be a family member. For some, lovers. And for others, still a loyal friend they've had for decades. But for someone like Lortel, who must have watched numerous big shots rise and fall from fame and power, the fact that it could someday happen to her must be fear that has always lived in a corner of her heart. I won't ask for much. Would you just stay at my side? I mean, she's asking for basically nothing. For everything. Love your streams, Wagons, please keep going, but I still bother about the chat box being too small. I watched your OG videos, comparing those, and now you have not changed. I mean, I just thought people wanted a bigger panel. I haven't really been able to get more views and more and get, so I tried something new, that's all. Lortel. I can tell you're about to laugh. It didn't work! What a shame, I almost had you. Your voice went too high pitched in the middle there, you fool. I was getting the creeps too, you know? What did you think though? Did I manage to stoke your protective instinct at all? If you act all vulnerable like this, it's supposed to make the other person waver. What a shame. Still, it wasn't all a lie. I intend to graduate from Sylvania Academy, and I have no intention of leaving before that. I haven't decided what to do after I graduate, but I suppose I could wait until graduation. When the overlay was too thick? What do you... Oh! All right, that. I get what you mean. But you do know that you never had a choice to begin with, right? I might be using this favor you promised soon. It was so nice to see you after so long. Ed. Huh. Considering what will happen soon, I feel like I've done something terrible. It's like I owe her an emotional debt. I was close. You're mine now. You are mine now. Is what I planned to say, leaving it at that. But seeing him like that has caused a setback in my plan. If I'd left any later, I would have undoubtedly let my guard down altogether. I even brought a change for the money he paid for the magically engineered items. Exactly how much he paid minus 1 gold. But it would be awkward to go back now. I guess I'll just leave it at his cabin. Is Lucy there? No. Yenneker. Ah, Ed went to the river, right? I should make him something to eat before he gets back. Lortel is going to have a... Ah! What were you doing, Yenneker? Why are you coming from the river? Is this entire series going to be them just fighting over him? Maybe more girls are even going to get involved. Oh my god. Ed. I get that you... No wait, did he write this story or did he read it? I don't remember. Whatever. I get that it's a story, but come on. You are in this world. You live this world. You have to choose one. For Ed. Another catastrophe was just beginning. Yeah, so many catastrophes. You've not consumed enough meat or vegetables today, Master Ed. You need to consume more. You must supplement them for dinner, and you have not hydrated enough yet either. Alright, I'll drink. If you collapse again, I'm done for. Fine, I will drink water. It's a video game world. Oh right, video game. That was what it was. Same thing though, like he is in this world. It's like he's like isekai'd into it. It's not it is his world now. You're not going back, okay? You will live here till you are old. Please maintain a healthier lifestyle, if only for my sake. I would like to maintain a contract with you for as long as possible, Master Raid. And you dying would kinda negate that. Takan chided you, did he? I suppose irrational higher-ups exist everywhere. I'm sorry about that, Mugg. In any case, with the help of Sigs and Yenneker, I've secured enough food and firewood for now. For a while, at least. Thanks to Lortel, I was able to get all the furniture I needed, too. The only issue is... which girl am I shipping the most for? I mean... I don't really... I feel like Lortel is kinda in the lead, but at the same time... Yenneker is working hard. These 3 letters I received before I collapsed from overwork. It would be hilarious if you like ended up with none of them. just like a random girl somewhere else. Sorry, she fits me better. One was from Lortel, warning me to watch out since Elta might do something unpredictable. The other was a personal letter from Princess Pena, speaking of Crepin's movements. And the last letter was from the Academy. But the sender was entirely unexpected. It was from Professor Glast. It was a message saying that he wanted to meet with me in person once the conference was over. Unfortunately, because I collapsed and was unconscious for so long, I was unable to meet up with Professor Glass. Exhaustion. There was no way of finding out now what he wanted from me. Because Professor Glass is the final boss of Act 2. And the final chapter of Act 2 was already underway. I could remember everything about the final chapter of Act 2. You mean the professor who thinks he's an evil villain? What? Episode 2. Selena's failed swordmaster. Subjugation of Glast. The most talented mage in history. The great sage, Sylvania. Professor Glast believed that it was only talented, rare individuals like her that could change the world. And so he planned to use celestial magic, which bends the rules of the natural world. To resurrect the great sage Sylvania. However, Sylvania Academy fell for Lortel's scheme and ended up selling the sage's sealed tome, which he needed in order to complete this celestial magic spell. Out of desperation, he stole the sage's sealed tome and used Ayla's body, which was susceptible to celestial magic, to infuse Sylvania's soul into Ayla's. Okay. An attempt to start a new era of progress. It really was. The machinations of a fanatic. But he made a mistake in choosing to kidnap Ayla. In order to rescue her, Taylor entered the fray. First underground waterways, then his secret laboratory, the Soul Library, and everywhere else. Glast's plans were blocked at every turn, and he met his end at the Mage Tower. He summoned the man who dedicated his life to academic progress, a more advanced future, and discovering talented individuals. Said one last thing before he died. What was it again? In any case, the final battle of Act 2, the Subjugation of Glast, starts with a resonance ritual that switches the owner of the Sage's Seal Tome. At the same time, Professor Glast starts by kidnapping Ayla, Taylor's childhood friend. So you're awake, Ayla tries. Stay away from me. I suppose this devil of the underground waterways is quite terrifying. But that's Ed, isn't it? I'm talking to you. Why on earth are you? I hate this. Ed Rotz Taylor. Yeah, I don't want to be here either, okay? Shut up. You're being pretty harsh, you know that? You know? I got kidnapped too, you know. I got kidnapped too, you know. What? I'm just as much of a victim here as you. You don't think I can be a damsel in distress? God damn. I also got kidnapped, you know. I also. Huh. And so the subjugation of Glast began. Well, suck it. Son of a bitch. Peak mall. Yeah, this is a peak mall. I love this one. My god, my sight is getting bad. So it's going. I got kidnapped too, you know. I also got kidnapped. You son of a bitch. 3 days prior. Right. I managed to finish everything I meant to in the 10 days I was unconscious. But it's a shame that I wasted so many days not training. Subjugation of Glast is already beginning, but I still haven't been able to raise my magic engineering stats very much. Then again, I guess in order to do that, I would need blueprints and more resources. Wait. I suddenly remembered how to raise my magic engineering stats. Dramatically in a short period of time. The Subjugation of Glast, the final chapter of Act 2, takes place in 4 different areas. Just like Harry Potter! And the most difficult of them all is the secret laboratory. The boss of this stage is Reyna, the librarian of the Soul Library. And without the Swordmaster's skill, she is almost impossible to defeat. But that was for Taylor to take care of. What I was interested in were the contents of the books in the Soul Library. They contain numerous valuable magic engineering production formulas. From what I remember, there were at least a dozen, including 2 production formulas from legendary level magic engineering items. It would be dangerous, of course, but worth it! But as long as I don't go alone. It's like, yeah, she can tag along. I figured it would be fine. Adele from Class B and Ayla from Class C will be transferring to Class A next semester. We sure have quite a few talented students this year. Your lessons won't be affected even with new students joining midway, so do not be concerned. Quite a few talented students. There are only 3 students in Class A and it'll only be 5 next semester. Then again, I heard that in the past there were cases where Class A didn't have any students under Professor Glast's supervision. Ayla's combat skills aren't particularly strong, but I suppose I heard something about her being very susceptible to celestial magic. What is it? I hesitate to bring this up, but is it really fair to decide on who gets to join Class A based on talent alone? Yo, he wants Ed. There are students who are trying their best and may grow stronger. Do you believe that I look down on and disregard the hard work of those students? and them ignoring them or running their futures and ruining their futures because of it. Sig's Eiffelstein. I'm sorry, but I do not agree with you. In fact, the best way to ruin someone's future is to give them hope. Is to give them a full sense of hope based on their average talent and pushing them toward a goal they can't achieve. I mean, he's kinda has a point, but you don't really know talent. I looked into the backgrounds of the professors before I arrived at Sylvania Academy. His self-righteous and stubborn obsession with talent most likely has to do with his daughter. Miuri. Professor Glast's only daughter was an ordinary mage. But he believed in her potential wholeheartedly. It was only natural to do so as a parent. Sup, unknown. Just dropping by. Well, this is a great series. But rather than accepting it as her father's trust in her, I would check it out if I read. We have read everything so far, and we might be able to catch up with everything on Webtoon today. Who knows? Miuri took it as a recognition of talent from Professor Glast of the magic department. Based on that belief, she participated in the monster raid when she was not yet strong enough, and in the end, died early. Not talented enough. Anyways, wanted to ask when you'll do the next Teenage Mercenary stream. I mean, if enough people want me to do it again, I can probably do it soon or schedule it soon. But the last video did so horribly. I mean, I can give it another chance, of course, but like, my god, that video did horrendous in comparison to the other ones. After that, Professor Glast apparently became obsessed with the idea of undeniable talent. He spent most of his time at Sylvania Academy, researching a mysterious type of magic called celestial magic. But based on his past, it's easy to see that what Professor Glast is after isn't celestial magic itself, but the individual who invented it. The great sage lauded as the most talented genius in all of history. Sylvania. The reason he is bringing Ayla into class A must be for his research on celestial magic. I was hoping for that stream for so long. It's fine though. Yeah. Also, Lortel Keheland. Never mind. I suppose this has nothing to do with our lesson. I shall call for you tomorrow. Is this about the Sage's Seal tome? I'm sure he's not happy about it being sold, as it's supposedly crucial to his research on celestial magic. But it doesn't matter what he has to say. Soon the ownership of the tome will be transferred to me through the resonance ritual. And that's it for today. Did you already read I Became a Tyrant of a Defense Game this morning? I mean, yeah, we read like, I think, how many chapters did we read? 10 chapters? 15 chapters? It's on YouTube members and Patreon because of, well, not being on Webtoon. And that's it for today. The resonance ritual to transfer the ownership of the Sage's Sealed Tome will begin soon. I just barely managed to come up with a plan in time. And the key to my plan is it Yennekai? Tailing. Wait, don't we already know where it is though? As Tailing makes his way through phases 1 through 5 to rescue Ayla, I'll follow close behind and loot whatever items he leaves behind. Yay! Let's take all Tailing's scraps. I've also made a list of things I can't forget to pick up. Especially for phase 3, where I will need to pick up all of the magic engineering items at the Soul Library. And, I mean, Taylor isn't, like, a player, right? So he won't go and loot everything. He will just try and save his friend, so you can get all the good items. Oh my god, he forgot to open these chests! Engineer items at the Soul Library. Glocked Eyes. Magic engineering item. Temporarily boost mana output and any skill proficiency related to resonance by a significant degree. Delheim's Hourglass. Reversed user status condition to what it was a few seconds ago. These two items are incredibly overpowered. But because the materials needed to make them are so difficult to obtain that you can only craft them in the later half of the game, they won't actually be of any use to Taylor, so I'll get them for myself. Then I'll follow him to phase 5 and appreciate Taylor's victory before returning to my camp. What a nice plan! And that will conclude my master plan for this act. The subjugation of Glast begins on the day of the resonance ritual for the transfer of ownership of the Sage's sealed tome. I already asked Yennefer to join me in the underground waterways to look for something I lost. I thought she would be hesitant since it's such a narrow and dark place, but she seems oddly excited. But she seemed very enthusiastic, and I felt a little guilty about her being so concerned for me. But now that I have someone strong enough on my side, I had no doubt my plan would go perfectly. Ed? Professor Glast would like to see you. Associate Professor Cleoh. Oh my god, I'm getting kidnapped before? Shit. Chloroformed? I heard from Yennefer that she visited my cabin a few days ago. I wonder if this was why. The resonance ritual is tomorrow. Why would he want to talk to me when he should be busy preparing? Alright. I wasn't able to go and see him when he asked me to via letter, because I collapsed from overworking myself. But if he's calling for me again, must be something important. Why on earth are you here, Professor Glast's office? Ayla. I haven't even done anything. How mean. It might have been 10 monsters. It might have been 10 months since Edward still tried to harass her. But I did more recently. Shoot an arrow at her. I mean, what's an arrow, though? But more importantly, why is Ayla here when she should be getting kidnapped for the subjugation of Glast? And why did he summon me to... Don't tell me. No, his research records, notes, magic tomes. I can't find any factors that could have changed the storyline. The only thing that could have gotten Edward Taylor involved in this is this report. Was this written by Professor Cleoh, who was supposedly watching me? That might mean Professor Glast realized my involvement in the incident at Offalis Hall. But what does that have to do with this? Ah! Professor Glast. Please help! He's got a dagger! Huh? Huh? Celestial magic. Time prison. What? Mugg. Fire! Explosion! Explosion! You're very quick to react. Almost unnaturally so. Did you actually manage to look through all my research in that short amount of time? How strange, skimming over a few documents shouldn't have allowed you to recognize my intentions. You really need to stop me right now. It's Ayla's sensitivity to celestial magic that you need, isn't it, Professor? You've achieved your goal, so you don't need to defeat me. I won't tell anyone. I have my intentions. It is for these that I act, so do not look upon me too unkindly. I won't he just explain why he wants me here? He wants me to just accept what's happening based on his vague assurance? I don't wanna. Do not look upon me too unkindly. And again, even if I escape successfully now, Professor Glast would just come after me. That means the sequence of events would just be disrupted further. And if he kidnaps me along with Ayla, he will probably lock us up in his secret laboratory, which I can escape. In other words, I'll be taken directly to phase 3 of the final chapter. Maybe I'll just let him kidnap me. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. You can have me. Oh. She decided to face me, huh? Nah. Or perhaps you've come up with a plan. That's right. This will not be so bad for you. Time in prison. He's like, yeah, you can take me. I give up. I love how you see like Ayla struggling, and then you see Edge is like, yeah, whatever. Take me to prison. It's fine. Ed Ruts Taylor. I was suspicious of him at first, but I can't believe he has been improving his grade so consistently while living in the wild. It's like he has 48 hours in a day. I can't fathom just how hard he has been working to achieve all this. You seem to have changed your mind about him, being the mastermind, Professor Cleoh. I didn't know anything about his grades back then, considering the way he fought as recorded in that crystal ball. Ed Ruts Taylor has an unusually sharp instinct when it comes to combat. But his methods are those reserved for the weak. Such methods, which are based on a thorough analysis of your opponents and use any means available, are based on hard work rather than talent. His completely confident expression. You don't like it? Reminds me of what I lost in the past. Ah. My daughter, who swore she would make her father proud with her talent. That memory haunts me once again. Heh, my spirit. You're gonna go to Yennecar, I guess. He's been kidnapped! It's a little late. A little late? It's a little late for our date. I wonder where he is. And so concludes my magic exploration record of the southern continent. As traveling the world, I realized just how many truths I had missed about magic. I'm embarrassed to be called an archmage. Silvenia, my teacher who passed away at a young age, remains in my memory as a beautiful young woman. All those years that seemed to pass by in a flash were full of chaos. Now that I look back, the grief that ate at my heart on the day I lost my teacher grew faint over time, and it's now a mere memory. But if you live a long life, such longing will rear its head every once in a while. The sense of grief for those who are lost paralyzes my reason at times. There are moments in which a desire to break apart the laws of nature, just to see the great sage Silvenia one more time, overwhelms me. But that which is lost is lost. Those left behind must get stronger, as unfortunate as it is. So please get stronger. I dedicated the last sentence of this book to you. The person who became the last purpose of my life, Lucy. Exploration Record of Magic by Glast. I miss him. Glast himself had accepted his impending death and waited for it day by day. And so the girl had no choice but to let him go. She wondered whether the grief of his loss would ever heal enough for the scar to fade. The only thing that allowed her to forget it for a moment was a sack of jerky that warmed her heart. It's empty already. Sack of jerky. Oh shit. Like, what's up, Yennecar? Oh, don't tell me. Is Ed with Lortel again? Trig's Hall, main meeting room. You probably would get the same reaction. The resonance ritual for transferring the ownership of the sealed tome was done in secret. Only the highest ranked individuals from each group, the buyer, the Elta company, and the seller, the academy, were present. The heads of each group were at the forefront. Lortel Kelland, deputy head of the Elta company. Obel Forsyth, headmaster of Sylvania Academy. They are around the same age and should give similar impressions, but he's quite different from that man. Crap in Rots Taylor. After the negotiations over the sage's sealed tome, he came to see me and asked that I hand over the sealed tome to him. Handing over the sage's sealed tome to Krappen. I'd always intended to do so there was no reason to feel guilty about it. But I had to at least demand enough compensation to cover up the lie I told to Princess Pena. 12,000 gold. I asked for a rather ridiculous amount. Alright, sold, but he accepted immediately. And also, are you aware that Elta has hired a band of mercenaries that are marching on Sylvania as we speak? This may simply be the unnecessary worry of an old man, but please make sure everything goes to plan. He rubbed me the wrong way, but it didn't matter. The information he gave me on Elta was valuable, and I had found someone to sell the sealed tome to for a profit. Everything was ready to proceed. Bell Forsyth has given up his ownership of the sealed tome. Lortel Kelland, as deputy head of the Elta company, please step up to the tome. That meant that I would gain a profit and finally obtain the sales certificate. No. Nah, that's not what it means. A favor from Ed. Yeah, like, it's not the money. It's a favor from Ed. Or not. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm taking it. The sealed tome. Did he like teleport? Did he teleport out of there? Gotta get out of here. He disappeared. My favor from Ed. Despite Ed Ross Taylor's absence, the storyline pressed on without issue. And so the final chapter of Act 2, the subjugation of Glast, began. Professor Glast's secret laboratory. Ed Ross Taylor? What on earth are you? I hate this! Uh-huh, sure. You think I'm happy? Glast must have stolen the sealed tome by now. I hate this so much, this is the worst! Silence! You continue to scream like that, the monster of the underground waterways, before you may awake Ed. So shut the fuck up. Oh, who's that? Be grateful. Is that Penguin? Penguin! So this is where you've been hiding. Why you call me? I call what? Coom, celestial magic researcher. Professor Glast insisted that I do not experiment on you, since he said you were necessary. Is that so? You are calmer than I expected. In any case, I will be reviewing my research notes and keeping an eye on you both at the same time. So do not even think about doing anything rash. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna chill. There's nothing for me to do now. All I have to do is wait until Taylor will arrive with his party to turn the place upside down. By that time, the Soul Library will already have been cleared and lie in ruins. With no one there to disturb me, I'll be able to take as many replica magic engineering production formulas as I can get my hands on. Just as I planned. There's nothing for me to take care of or get out of the way. The only thing that bothers me is that I feel a bit guilty because I just get to reap the rewards without doing anything. Hey, I don't have to stay here with her. If you move me one step closer, I'll scream. I'll bite down on my tongue. Stay away, I'm serious, okay? Do you think I'm bluffing? I honestly bear no ill will against you. Oh shit. I honestly bear no ill will against you. Yo, what the fuck is that shit? Get the fuck out of here. There we go. Stupid ass news. I honestly bear no ill will against you. If I had any intention of tormenting you, don't you think I would have taken advantage of this perfect opportunity already? Don't you think so? Since I watched her from Taylor's perspective while playing this game numerous times, if anything, my impression of Ayla is positive. Liar, you're Ed Rutz. Stop being so dramatic and calm down. If you just sit there and wait, Taylor will come to get you. Taylor, do you really think you deserve to even speak his name? What is that even supposed to mean? I'm sorry about what happened during the entrance exam, but just understand that I had my reasons for that. I helped you out during the Glast incident, didn't I? You might not trust me, but you must have faith in Taylor. He'll definitely come to rescue you. Sorry, did he just apologize? Edward's Taylor apologized. Are you alright, Master Ed? Are you hurt anywhere? Are there any scratches on your arms? Are you fatigued at all from all that magic? Is your vision alright? Has anything happened to your sense of smell or hearing? How about your extremities? Can you feel your fingertips and toes? Are you exhausted or tired at all? Has your skin gone yellow? Is your heart beating abnormally? Or has your pulse increased? I followed after your magic, but because your spiritual residence is still below average, it took me this long to locate you, Master Ed. Did you have to say below average? I'm so sorry. I apologize for not showing myself for so long. I apologize. Where has he been? Yennecut? Yeah, I see. Good job finding me, Mugg. Is that a spirit? Because I'm a spirit now? I swear, even your beginner magic skills were terrible last semester. That's none of your business, I guess. Aw. Finally have someone better to talk. I finally have someone better to talk to. Oh my god, the bird. Double bird. But with the spirit, we'll be able to send for help outside. We don't need to. We should have it find an academy staff member or professor who can communicate with spirits. And I really don't have any reason to do something like that to mess with the storyline. Don't you worry, Master Ed. I may not be able to protect you entirely, Master Ed, but I have been well trained in what to do in emergencies. You're like, what? No. It took me about half a day to avoid detection from countless monsters and Guardian Golem researchers to reach you. So this must have been 2 days ago by now. But I still remember it clearly. The look in her eye. Lady Yennecut was beautiful in her rage, and her wrath was truly terrifying. On top of that, both that vixen of a merchant and that mage kid in the witch hat that comes by our camp on a daily basis both agreed to help. So we practically have a whole army coming this way. So there's no need to worry. You will be rescued in no time. Let us sit here and wait patiently without fear. You little... Edward's Taylor, what's wrong with your face? That's not what's supposed to happen, you stupid bat. Poor bat, just doing like the best he could. Hey, you there, researcher Coombe. I changed my mind. I can't just sit here and be locked away. I need to leave. Get me out of here at once. I'm not kidding. The devil over there will awaken if you keep making such a ruckus, Edward Taylor. I don't give a fuck. I'm being serious right now. If I don't leave right now, you'll be the ones in big trouble. I knew you were just another ordinary student. You are all the same once you get scared. Settle down. Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? You said Taylor would come to rescue us if we just sit and wait. Shut up. It was just as you said, Master Ed. You really are quick to come up with a plan. Thank you. I have no idea how you knew where the key would be, but in my opinion, your comprehensive orders and call to action. You can go now. I didn't even order him to call for help. He really complicated things. What? Shut up and answer with yes or no only. Excuse me. There are all kinds of experimental monsters, magic tools imbued with souls out there. It's dangerous. Do as I say for now, and if they find out I'm gone, tell them right away that I escaped. Then they at least won't try to torture you for information. Your legs are too wobbly for you to run away. Run anyway, right? But Ed, what about you? Please stop arguing with me. Yes or no? Poor girl. Like, yes? Yes? Good. Now stay put and wait. Good. Yeah, it's a good girl. Okay. I'll be back. Wait, no, I won't. I'll try to get by on my own. I was unable to avoid yet another twist. Selena's failed Swordmaster walkthrough, Chapter 2. Oh my god, we're gonna... What requirements? Chase, conditional achievements. Join up with Sig, Spear, okay. Enemies. Head researcher Melrick, who appears in the middle of the chase, can be skipped over by taking a detour if you do not need a specific achievement or provisions in skills related to magic engineering. Avoid running into Melrick to save consumable items. Student President versus sword skills. Cancels out most. Okay, so he knows exactly what to do. I get it. I can handle various little changes on my own just fine. I've raised my stats as much as possible so far. So along with my information advantage, I can take care of almost anything. However, there are factors that are impossible for me to handle by myself. Yennecut and Lortel joining the fight, I can handle that somehow. But Lucy, and that mage kid in the witch hat that comes by your camp on a daily basis, both agreed to help. There is an absolutely unbeatable enemy that even the most experienced players have dedicated hundreds of hours to defeating, Lucy, and failed to find any way of doing so. A girl who can never be defeated. Lazy Lucy. Bad ending. Oh shit. It's a specific event. That doesn't happen unless you want it to, so I never even paid attention to it. A bad ending that happens when specific requirements are met. Once certain requirements are met, Lazy Lucy will appear as an enemy. This will definitely lead to a bad ending, so avoid her at all costs. Precondition. Professor Glast and Lucy Mayrell meet once the incident begins. Oh shit. No matter what, I need to... Don't let that happen. I need to stop Lucy from coming here. What are you doing? I'm saving you, you idiot! Come here. Sigs. He's been asleep for like, was it 2 days though? Shouldn't Lucy be there already? Saying, what is it, Taylor? Yo, what's up, Taylor? Please help me. We need to save Ayla. Ayla? Chasing after Glast. Having lost track of Glast as he ran away from Trick's Hole, Taylor goes to Sig's for help. Chase after seeing Professor Glast is hiding in the underground waterways. Taylor will then enter the underground waterways with his friends to chase after Professor Glast. I guess it would be best for me to make an exit so I don't steal the spotlight. I'm familiar with the route. The final chapter of Act 2 goes through Trick's Hole, underground waterways, Soul Library, Monster Research Lab, the heart of the laboratory. But going through it backwards is new to me. The Monster Research Lab is usually a tricky stage to get through. But since I'm going backward, the monsters are all still locked up. I was able to pass right through. What a relief! Yeah. This Lucy running into Professor Glast will inevitably lead to a bad ending. Will it though? Isn't it like different in this real world where it is a completely different reason for her to end up her to meet him? I need to get out of here as fast as possible. The problem is the Guardian. I mean, you can steal some on the way, right? Of the Soul Library. Does Ed have to like defeat the guy? Is it going to be like completely different from what they expect? Like Ed has to defeat this Guardian now, so it will be easier for Taylor instead of for him. Like, ew, why is this library empty? Reina, a banshee and the librarian of the Soul Library. I'm pretty familiar with Reina's patrol pattern. Okay, so he's just going to try and get past. I love games like these though, like just stealth mode. Quiet. I also remember the best way to defeat her, so even if this leads to a fight, I should be able to get through it. But Reina, the Soul Librarian, is an important stepping stone for Taylor. In the later half of the game, Taylor will face enemies he won't be able to defeat without the Swordmaster's skill. So if he isn't strong enough by then, the rest of the storyline will be difficult for him to clear. I mean, you are going to be the one who have to clear it probably, Ed. Let's be honest about this. Among the mini-bosses in this chapter, Taylor has to defeat the revived devil of the underground waterways. And Reina, both of whom will earn him the most experience points. So on my way out, I'll just grab some magic engineering tools I really need and sneak past her. Row C, the Thunder Roar generator. Alright, next up is the unidirectional light flow device. I'll come back once everything is over. What a shame. I can't believe I have to leave all those amazing items behind. She won't be able to see the exit right now, Master Ed. Oh, alright, let's get going. The fuck? An earthquake? Nah, that's losing. I don't remember anything like this in the game. The bookshelf. She can see you, right? Just stand still and she won't know we're here. Are you kidding me? She's not blind! Oh. Shh! Ah. Fuck it. Damn it. No! 30 minutes before the earthquake. Ah. Is that a golem? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If this transaction hadn't been kept quiet, Sylvena's Academy's reputation would have been ruined. I can't believe the sealed tome was stolen with the most important members of the staff present. It may take some time, but I will take responsibility for this and bring back the sealed tome myself. Would you wait for a moment, though? Whatever Professor Glast has planned, the conclusion won't be pretty. What do you mean? Now that it's come to this, I suppose the Elta company should know at least the basics of what's going on. Do you know about the 3 forbidden acts? The 3 forbidden acts that twist the laws of nature and go against the boundaries of fate. The pursuit of immortality, reviving the dead, turning back time. Tell me Professor Glast intends to bring someone back from the dead with celestial magic. And you knew about this, Headmaster Obel? Are you crazy? His daughter does. Are you asking whether I am in my right mind, Lortel Kelland? I'm curious, you see. He always spoke about how truly talented individuals will accelerate the progress of the world, and the one person he practically worshipped was Sylvena, the great sage. And then there is his daughter, whose average talent he believed in so much, that he ended up pushing her too far and leading her to tragic death. If he really did manage to achieve a degree of celestial magic that can bring back the dead, who will Professor Glast choose to bring back? Ah, I see. Headmaster Obel, I have urgent news. Several minutes ago, Professor Glast was seen running into the underground waterways. And they say Taylor has gone after him. According to a witness, the professor not only stole the sealed tome, but kidnapped students as well. Oh dear. As far as we have determined, the students in question are Ayla Triss, a first-year magic department student, and Ed Rotz Taylor, a second-year magic department student. Say that again. Ed was kidnapped? That sound quaking just now. Headmaster Obel is the greatest mage of his age. He just promised me that he would get the Sage Sealed Tome back for me. If he is getting involved, rescuing Ed will be an easy feat. So the most reasonable thing for me to do right now would be to wait here, but I will save it myself! That familiar sound in the direction of the quake. Point to the entrance of the underground waterways. Yennecar Pale Rover. I want to go too. Miss Calland? Jeez. Seeing that the headmaster seems uninterested in putting a stop to this right now, I'll have to go and get the sealed tome back myself. Leave only a few people behind for negotiations and everyone else follow me. Lortel Kelland enters the fray. She was a combat alchemist whose prowess was recognized by the staff of the alchemy department. Dorothy, top third-year alchemy department student. Dorothy's combat skills were a challenge even to the combat department students. And yet, when she was a first-year, Dorothy did not stand out at all. Professor Glast, who recognized her talent, was thus like a savior to her. When it came to Professor Glast, Dorothy was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, even if he stole the Sage's Sealed Tome and kidnapped students. And so, she had decided that she would at the very least keep her promise, to guard entrance to the underground waterways for him. But this is too much, Professor. This is too much, Professor. Answer me. Where is Ed? Kidnapped the wrong dude. Oh my god. Yo, she fainted even before they fought. You said it was this way, Takan. Or was it someone else who said we should go this way? Let's see. Right at the second fork, then left, left, right, left, left, or was it left, right, left? Oh, fuck. My head hurts. How are you supposed to remember that when people say left, right, left, right, right? Oh my god, what? Whoa, this is Dorothy, the top 30-year student of the alchemy department. Is this my fault? Yo, she didn't even know she was there. Maybe I should at least cover her with this. Oh my. Yennecar. Why do you cover her face? I thought she was gonna use it as a blanket for her. Like, nice. Fucking covers her. She's not dead. Like, oh my god. People are gonna step on her now. Yennecar Pale Rover is one of Selena's strongest combatants. Even among the top students of each department in the year, only Lucy could be considered stronger. She would definitely make sure to get Ed back safely, even if that means tearing up the entire underground area. And then... I came to rescue you, Ed. Are you hurt anywhere? That was really rough, wasn't it? I was so worried. Yes, Yennecar. I love you too. Is that what you're afraid of? Are you alright? Let's go back. I made us dinner at your camp. Yennecar, you're the best. I went through such a hard time because I suddenly got kidnapped. Is this what you think Ed will say? You took your goddamn time! You're not supposed to be... Yo, no, that would be better. Like, he's in jail. She's saving him. She's like, you're not supposed to be here! What would I do without you, Yennecar? Let's get married. How many children should we... Damn, well, okay, you're thinking way too far here. No! Lortel was cold and calculating when it came to most things, but when Ed was involved, her reason seemed to go out the window. Yeah, I can tell. Yennecar. I heard Ed was already rescued. It's so unfortunate, but it seems like he was gravely injured when he got kidnapped. He's bedridden and asking where you are. He's waiting for you at the camp right now. What? I'll be the one rescuing Ed. So for now, I need to get rid of Yennecar. But Lortel, why would you tell me that? Why wouldn't you be there with him if that were true? I came here as soon as I found out Ed's location and was by the entrance since then. So how did Ed get rescued already? There's another way out? I was the very first person here. Who could have gotten past me to rescue him? Yennecar looked like an airhead most of the time, but when it came to Ed, her brain worked twice as fast. So it's like the opposite. Oh. I guess I could be wrong. We don't have time for this, Lortel. Wait. Don't tell me you're bringing in your company's employees to help you rescue Ed. Aren't your employees non-combatants? That's pretty underhanded. I mean, dangerous. She hasn't said anything I can deny. And it's true that Ed is in danger. I asked Lucy for help at first, but she just yawned and went on a walk. Lucy's just like, yeah, I mean, he'll be fine. She never listens to anyone and just does whatever she wants. Which means that I am also alone. Alright, I guess this isn't the time for us to get in each other's way. There's no other contender, huh? All of you, please wait here for me. There was no need to discuss anything further. Lortel, I'll search the eastern side of the waterways. Alright, then I'll search the other side. The main goal is to rescue Ed, who is in danger. Which means I have to hurry. I'll be the one. I'll rescue Ed. I'll rescue Ed. Burn! I'll rescue him second. What? Ed, can you get kidnapped again? What? What? I want to rescue you too. An earthquake. Oh, that's not good. Who will come to Ed's rescue first? I don't think anyone will come to rescue. Is it Lucy? It's Lucy, isn't it? That seems like something Lucy would do. Fly through the roof. I would have preferred an actual earthquake. Yeah, Lucy. Oh, there you are. I was bored. So I came to rescue you. I was bored. The battle was over before it even began. Now you can take all you need though and then leave with Lucy though, right? Right? I mean, that would be the best case scenario. Just not meet Glast. Is it really alright for you to stand back and do nothing? It may be dangerous, but this is a good opportunity for our students to grow stronger. Flowers tend to bloom where leaves have fallen after all. This seems very irresponsible. But is this really necessary? Sylvania Academy is going through an unprecedented golden age. The students currently enrolled at the Academy are stronger than any generations before them. The kind of rising stars that you would see maybe once a year are so numerous that our student body is like the night sky, littered with stars. Is that so? It feels as though someone is warning us that the oncoming ordeals will be worse. Are so great that we need this many talented students to even hope to conquer them. That's a bit presumptuous, wouldn't you say? the hell? The fuck? What? Oh. Hey! Wait, did you just... She flew through the freaking mouth! Hey. Do you have any jerky left? Do you have any jerky left? You think I have jerky on me now? I was kidnapped. What do you think? Aww. Then I'm leaving. I'll go and find someplace in that. No. This is absolute chaos. Judging by how much time has passed, both Yennekai and Lortel must have entered the underground waterways by now. Can't you just tell Lucy to go back to your cabin and sleep there? Then she won't meet Glast, right? Which means I need to go and stop them. Seeing how well he's been doing, Taylor should be able to get past all the mini-bosses going forward. Dead. Yeah, we fucked up that one though. And skipping one isn't going to ruin things just yet. In other words, things on Taylor's end are fine for now, but the issue is this kid. If Lucy runs into Glast, things will start going toward the bad ending. In that case, it will be better to just... Don't go anywhere and stick by my side. Why? They say that sometimes the best thing you can do for someone is to just be there for them without saying anything at all. You're strong, Lucy. I would feel much better with you at my side. You don't need to do or say anything. Just stay with me and, you know. Are you sure you don't have any jerky? I don't have any jerky. Forget about the jerky. Please, just do me this favor. Stay with me at least until I get out of the underground waterways. If you want to get out of here, I could just use magic. There's something I need to take care of down here first. Okay, I guess. But in exchange, I have a favor to ask too. Is it jerky? Oh, being carried. Now I'll get out of here in reverse order. I'll grab the bare minimum of what I need from the library, then look for Yennekai and Lortel in the waterways. Dude, why don't you grab everything? Oh yeah, too much to carry. And then get out of here. Just bring a sack. Hey, do you really not have any jerky? I don't! Shit. Bats. Mugg, do your job. Use fire breath. Ignite. Bam. Elemental magic. Your proficiency has increased. Magic power resonance. Your proficiency has increased. This is the beauty of defeating swarms of monsters. Killing this many monsters at once gives you tons of experience. Sorry, Telly. I'll make sure to leave some for you. Ignite. Why though? Just take it all. I can sense concealing magic somewhere nearby. Even Professor Glast recognized her talent in magic, power resonance, and her unique insight. Unlike Yennekai, who specialized in spiritual resonance, Lortel was able to find her way much faster. I don't have time for niceties right now. It was then that it occurred to Lortel that she was actually trying to help someone out of the goodness of her heart. Her heart began to swell once more, now that she felt like she was so close to a new kind of relationship. That wasn't based on money. It feels just like back then. It sounds so close. My heartbeat. What? Oh, Lortel, you're here. Ed? I was kidnapped. See Lucy on his back. Good timing. Here, take some of these. I was having a hard time carrying them on my own. What's with all of these? They're all high-grade production problem. Wait. More importantly, Ed, weren't you in danger or something? Yes, I was. But it all worked out. Lucy! This is bad. This is really bad. Also, how could he... Yennekai, Pale Rover, is a coward who hasn't made a single move on Ed yet. But I did my best to take the next step. Yee. That night, I was so overwhelmed that I dropped my torch. And nearly set the whole forest on fire. So how could he be so calm about carrying another girl in front of me? Please carry those production formula scrolls for me. If your company can get the ingredients listed on those, I'll gladly buy them. Let me know if there's anything you might want to buy in there. I have a lot of things to be grateful to you for, so I'll sell them at a discount. But Ed! I need to turn him down and turn the tables back in my favor. Please. I need to turn him down. Please. God damn it, the magic words. No, my one weakness. You're the only person I can trust with this. It's going too far. How dare you ask me for so much? You're the only person I can trust with this. I have a lot of things to be grateful to you for. Will you need receipts too? Ed must know what he's doing as well, like which makes this so damn evil. I'm such a pushover. I'm such a pushover. Miss Kelland. There you are. Who the fuck are you? Oh, you're one of the workers. Something terrible has happened. It has. Don't let your guard down. Staley and the crew. Hey crew. Top first year combat department student Creepy. Creepy Clevius! You really need to go any deeper? Well, why don't we just leave? Stop starting nonsense. Are you just going to leave Ayla in there, huh? Top first year alchemy department student. No see Elvira. Ow! Ah! But why do we have to rescue that Edward's Taylor guy too? When I don't even care for Ayla very much. I'm sorry, but I really want to rescue Ayla. Please help us. I was having such a good nap. What? First year magic department student. Spear from nature. Sigs. You know that Ayla's a good person. Don't back out when we've already come this far, Cleoh. Oh my. Self-proclaimed romantic, the prophet Adele. I can sense something up ahead. Her predictions would often hit the mark, sounding as though she had actually seen glimpses of the future. I have a feeling that our next opponent won't be easy to deal with. There is no next opponent. I have a feeling it won't be easy. Oh my god, it's already defeated. I really don't know. This wasn't the plan in the first place. I just did it on a whim. Please let me go. Just this once, please. Please. Who the hell are you? I guess it wasn't right, left, left, right, left, right, left. Did I take too many rights? Oh. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh. Hi, Anagod. Hi. Everyone's like pissed off. Is saying stop. They could never forget that sense of dread she had once instilled in them. When reason is paralyzed by fear, it leads to misunderstandings. Oh my god. I love that panel. There's no guarantee that I can defeat her. Run! Well, why are you guys running? She's not whatever. What are you guys doing? But I'll do my best. Why are they looking at me like that? Did I do something wrong? Was I too harsh with Professor Cleoh? But she just fainted on her own. I didn't do anything. What are you doing, Taylor? Calm down. Let go. My chance of winning might be slim, but I need to save a... What are you talking about? That's enough. Ed. Huh. Ed Ross Taylor. Ed, are you alright? Are you hurt anywhere? No, I'm fine. We're gonna just let this happen, Lortel? Get off. He's fine. Now get your filthy hands off of him. Taylor. Ed Ross Taylor. Elvira and I already know what kind of opponent Ed is. All too well. Though he can barely use beginner magic and is an amateur bowman, he was able to block 3 opponents much stronger than him by himself. Yeah, that's called talent. That's called efficiency. But now he also has allies on his side and not just anyone. You forgot about Lucy, did you not? Or are you still no, okay. Lucy's just in the background. I've grown much stronger since the Ophelis whole incident. If it had been Yennekhard alone, I might have been able to get past her somehow. But now that Edrod's Taylor has joined the fray, the chances of me winning... He's just gonna go right past him. Or 0. Just grabbing on the shoulder. Good luck, Taylor. Go on, Taylor. You can go. Ayla is waiting for you. Go and take down Glast, Taylor. We're moving out. I have no interest in this fight. It's time for us to do our jobs. You take care of the main boss, and I'll take care of the unexpected variable. I need to go take down Elte. How the fuck do you know about Elte? What? Oh, you want to meet my dad? Kinda. Oh, you're gonna ask him if... What are you... What? What the company employee reported was something I knew had been inevitable. Okay, okay. The mercenaries hired by Golden King Elte have reached Akin Island. In the original storyline, he is so thoroughly defeated that he has no foothold left to make a comeback. The mid-boss of Act 2. Golden King Elte. He was ousted from his own company at an earlier point in time and in a different way, so that he was able to flee, unlike in the original storyline. Lortel already knew that Elte was waiting to strike back. And yet, leave only a few people behind for the negotiations, and everyone else, follow me. The experienced magnate had taken advantage of her weakness. And many of the company employees were in the underground and waterways. They are entirely exposed. You must hurry to their aid. Oh, did he like take my... I was able to get a hold of countless production formulas and magic engineering tools, which would probably prove to be incredibly useful. But if you were to ask me what the best tool is to survive in this world, friendship, I would have to say friends. That it's knowledge of the future. Oh, come on, it's friends. A chapter unfolding right now. The failed swordmaster Sylvania. Sylvania, was it Sylvania though? What the fuck? Yennekhard Pale Robert, Glast. Mayorel, Crippen, Rux Taylor. It's the last part of Act 2, the like Glast Subjugation chapter. The second act is almost over. My plan to follow the storyline as exactly as possible hasn't changed. Just forget about it already. Just do the best you can. Elte is the mid-boss of the second act. I feel like following the storyline is kind of stupid if you can do it better. If you can improve on it. Like, come on, dude. Which means that he needs to make his exit in Act 2, just like in the original. I have to take him down. Sigs. Yes, Ed? If you keep going this way, you'll find that the path is mostly clear. Ask Ayla for the specifics once you rescue her. And Taylor. In the end, he's the one who has to go through the plot. Taylor has to unlock all of the innate skills he needs and train hard. Because he's the only one who has any hope of defeating that boss. Is that true though? Is that true though? There are still countless things for him to take care of in the heart of the underground waterways. Once he does, Glast will summon magic towers that will shoot up into the sky and start blasting terrifying magic. He's like, I left some enemies for you. It'll be really painful. Don't worry, Taylor. I left some for you. What? And even after all that, Taylor will still have to go through countless ordeals that would be impossible for any normal person to handle. Good luck. There's no need for a pep talk. Believing. Right, Taylor? Go get him. Go get him, champ. The reason he went after the company must be because he wants to secure proof that I was behind the huge loss the company incurred, due to the failed insider trading of armor, which led to him being ousted. Alright then, we'll head to the academic district first to let the staff know about the mercenaries, and then... Wait. Hold on, Ed. I'm sorry, Annika, but we have to hurry. Not again. You're going to get hurt again! Oh, God. We don't have time for this. You're going to try and stop Elte, the Golden King. I don't know about everything that happened, but Ed, you just escaped from getting kidnapped and being locked up. Yeah, but like, I let that happen. I did that on purpose, kind of. It was just the other day that you collapsed from overworking yourself. This is the company's business, right? It technically has nothing to do with you. I just don't want you to get hurt anymore, Ed. She's right. It really doesn't have anything to do with me. Technically. But it's not like I can just tell her that I want to take down someone as unpredictable as Elte myself, just to be on the safe side. But thankfully, since Lortel will need both me and Yennecar to help her defeat Elte, I'm sure she'll have to have some excuse for us both to be involved. She's just gonna say, I don't need it. You're right, Yennecar. What? Getting Ed involved in this would just be selfish of me. It's true that he should get somewhere safe so he can recuperate. Of course she says that. Why are you smiling? No? I'm glad to see these two get along, but me recuperate when all of this is happening? There's just no way. Thank you for thinking of me, but unfortunately I can't say that this is none of my business. Oh my god, you see Lortel just like, what you mean by that, Ed? Yeah, what you mean by that? Okay, how is he going to what? What do you mean, Ed? So it is his business. Does that mean he said yes? Said yes to what? Nothing. Just get moving, you two, sir. We don't have time for this. Of course. Shit. The reason it's my business is because it's always hard to come up with a feasible explanation. Of course it's your business. Huh? You've signed a contract with Lortel. That makes sense. If Lortel loses her position in the company, it would be hard for you to buy the magic engineering items you need, right? That's why it's your business. That makes sense. That makes total sense. Yo, she is coping hard. Huh? That's exactly right. Right, I get it. My business is his business. I love how Lortel got that into a positive as well. Just like, yeah, my business is his business. We're partners. Yennecar is pretty smart. No wonder she's the top student in our year. That's not why she said it. But anyway. Went a little far, huh? They went a little far. I had no idea Taylor would be so merciless to an upperclassman. That wasn't Taylor. He's really heartless when you think about what he's capable of. Wait. It was you? And why would you put it over her face? I didn't mean to. It's just that one thing led to another, and then another thing led to another thing. Wow, how heartless. I'm not heartless, but please don't think of me like that. I swear, I didn't do this on purpose. We're almost at the exit, so let's just get outside before we keep talking. We need to get to the academic district to ask for aid first. Oh, and by the way, what's up, PV? The carriage I arrived in should be waiting for us along with the other employees. Huh, so now they're drowning. My dude, one of them is at least drowning, one of them has his nose over the water. Maybe two of them are drowning. That doesn't look good. You got here faster than expected. Elte. Father. I taught you how to manage important documents. I know how I won't find a single piece of evidence against you at the company. But there were some flaws in your management of your employees. The smallest threat was all it took to get this one to tell me you were in the underground waterways. I apologize, Miss Kelland. That's right. Keep a smile on your face even when you are at a disadvantage. It took a long time to perfect that smile. It is such a shame that the only proof I can hope to get is your confession. Ruining you with torture would be such a waste, Lortel. Yeah, that's not a good idea though. You try and attack Lucy? Okay, how dare you? I knew you wouldn't come alone. How could you bring mercenaries into school? You did it last time too. I hear a professor has run away with the sage's sealed tome. But don't think this is like last time. It's very different. These are the strongest mercenaries on the continent. Yeah, well, these are the strongest students on the continent. Well, we have Lucy! Fine, you got the strongest mercenaries, but we have Lucy! Lortel is the only one who must survive. The others don't matter. Get it over with quickly. How the hell is Lortel not supposed to be hit by any of those? Was that Lucy? No, defensive magic. Is Lucy still sleeping? Oh my god. Watch out, Ed! What? They're very strategic with their attacks. Thanks, Inikar, but they're not that strategic. Elementalists really are a pain. However, I did say this time was different. Is that gonna like catch elemental? Element? No, goddammit. Legendary level magic engineering item. Valorous Prejudice. Yeah, come capture them. Restricts any mana in the area for 10 minutes. Okay, now that's bad. Valorous Prejudice. A magic scroll that can only be used once, but still costs a lot of gold. It's basically a stronger version of Elvira's Night Butterfly reagent, which restricts mana flow. Reagent, yeah. While the scroll has the downside of taking a long time to cast and being easy to spot, it's still incredibly dangerous. We are at a disadvantage in numbers, and we won't be able to get past the veteran mercenaries before the scroll is activated. And above all, every single one of us is a magic user. My father has to have known about what we are capable of, and he came prepared. If that thing activates, it's over for us. Elte, the Academy won't let you get away with this. How will you handle the consequences of your actions? It's better than losing my life. Don't you agree? He's got me there. The third-rate villain who should have made his exit after being ruined at the start of the story has caused such a butterfly effect that this world and the plot it's supposed to follow have already been greatly affected. I'm well aware of that. That's me, after all. But this guy is a mid-boss. If he survives, he could wreak all kinds of havoc in this world. Golden King Elte, the mid-boss of the second act. A villain who is betrayed by Lortel and exits the story because of it. The man who killed Lortel's parents. And used whatever means necessary for his own glory and riches. An undeniable villain. And yet I can't blame him. In the end, the reason Elte keeps getting in our way like this is to survive. In the end, he's just like me. But I also don't intend to stand back and watch. I'm not going to lie and say it's because I'm determined to make up for all the changes in the storyline I've caused. You can call me selfish all you want, I just want to survive. It's time to wake up. But this is my story. Yeah, now that's what I want him to say. It is my story. This ain't Taylor's story. Taylor ain't the main guy. I'm the main guy. Lucy. It's so noisy. Yeah, just take him out, Lucy. This is my story. Lucy, you do the work. Come on, Ed. I thought you had a plan. I would have something to do with you. Yeah, you didn't see this, did you? Lazy Lucy. The catastrophe Lazy Lucy. Has awakened. Has awakened. The monster is free. Everyone run for your lives. The last ever book written by Glast's exploration record of magic, was composed in a small hut he shut himself in, which seems contrary to his honored reputation and great fame. Most people do not know of this. While you may be blessed by the stars with innate talents, that is no reason for you to stop learning. Always continue to study, be humble, and use your power for others. And always be wary of the loneliness that will slowly seep into you one day. Such overwhelming power is bound to come with bitter solitude. Alright, I stop there. In exchange, just promise me 3 things. Do not commit murder. Even as a mistake, avoid getting blood on your little hands. And while you attend Sylvania, you must focus on your duties as a student. I thought it was going to say make lots of friends. The fact that the mercenaries hired by Elte were elites meant that the majority of them were veterans. The fact that they survived so many life or death situations was evidence of their skill and prowess. Their sense of danger. Yeah, they started running away, right? Became almost a natural instinct. And those senses were off the charts. We must stand still. Just run. Run, little piggies. What is wrong with all of you? Move! I don't know what kind of magic this is. The comparatively younger mercenaries lack this survival instinct. Ah! As always, Lucy didn't use much magic considering that she's a mage. It was just physical force emitted from the compression of immense magic power. It was basically just sheer violence. How much longer until this spell activates? Just a little longer. So you're the leader, huh? I guess I just have to get you. Alright, that's enough. An earthquake? No. So does that mean like the spell can't be activated now? Like what the hell? Does that mean they failed? On the night, the 7 large stars align and are clearly visible in the sky. Professor Glast's high-level celestial magic that twists reality is able to manifest. Devildom's arrival. The magic towers that take up the night sky. This is where the final chapter, fact 2, the final battle, takes place. This is good timing. By now, Taylor must have defeated the monster in the underground waterways and acquired the skill he needs. With everyone necessary for this quest at his side, it might take some time, but Taylor will be able to stop Glast. The fact that Devildom's arrival manifested at the same time it did in the original means that the storyline is moving along without any issues. Of course, seeing that it is a strange kind of magic that runs contrary to any other magic. The mere sight of it must be enough to startle everyone. Everyone startled and is here Edward Taylor. Yeah! Oh yeah! Not even Yannicka, the top student, or Lortel can understand what's happening. Which means no one has any idea. The 10 magic towers. Each serve to absorb celestial magic. No, Lucy, you're not going there. In that case, it might actually be possible. Resurrecting the dead. Oh shit. Epilogue you get to see after clearing Act 2. Features Lucy waking up from yet another nap and Laceless saying, "So that's what happened." In the original storyline, Lucy is supposed to be asleep on the roof of Trick's Hall. But if you choose to add Lucy to your party and wake her in the first place, Professor Glast, cornered, makes a proposition to Lucy that instead of using the celestial magic to resurrect Sylvania, he would resurrect her pupil instead. The Archmage Glocked. And so Lucy becomes an enemy. And the player's part is wiped out in the blink of an eye. Bad ending, Lazy Lucy. All that's left is the sight of Lucy disappearing into the underground waterways. Lucy Mayriel was never meant to be defeated in Act 2, despite countless experienced players searching time and time again. For some way to overcome Lucy at this point in the game, not a single one of them succeeded. I mean, we would need power of friendship. Come on, Ed. Give me a hug, Lucy. I'll hug it all away. The sudden unexpected turn is caused by elements that didn't exist in the original. Wait, he's still able to use it? Can somehow be fixed by me running around and doing my best. But at times it occurred to me. Legendary level magic engineering item Belarus. But those unexpected elements may be able to turn around inevitably bad ending. Any magic in there is suppressed. No! They won't be able to use magic. What the hell is he doing? Are you gonna lose your fingers if you hold it like that? Windblade. The fuck? Are you gonna tell me that wasn't magic? Nah, it was just a trick. I too am such an unexpected element. But even I can't stop everything. But how? Even the incredible power of a legendary item. Can't absorb everything, right? Has its limits. Just as it might be possible to pump water from the ocean. Oh my god. This says everything about Lucy's power though. Everyone knows it's impossible to run it dry. Let me clear the way. I have somewhere to be. Lucy's unstoppable. With just as much experience as the veteran mercenaries. His own senses are telling Elte that he was about to die. You're aware, aren't you? He might die. Lucy knew this, but if you're not alright with killing him, you should stop now. It was strange for this boy to be worried about Elte's life. Do not commit murder. Even as a mistake, avoid getting blood on your little hands. But the person he was worried about Wasn't the person about to die. Alright. Where are you going? It's over, right? I have somewhere to be. Our conversations with Edrox Taylor were always like that, so... Are you sure you won't regret it? She didn't expect him to respond. Glock's exploration record of magic, the final chapter. That which is lost, and those left behind must get stronger. As unfortunate as it is. So please get stronger. What is lost is lost. I dedicate the last sentence of this book to you. The person who became the last purpose of my life. Lucy. No. And with that, Lucy disappeared. I did my best. All 57 on board of the boats. Everyone seems to have left the island. Now that's over, Lady Anacar should return soon too. I decided to think about what to do with Elta, who we captured later. The Elta company will keep an eye on him for now. I'm sure Lortel will take care of whatever needs to be done. She's the one who has a connection to him after all. Maybe it's because I overdid it while still recovering. But running as fast as I could to the highest point of this island has made my body grow heavy. This is Trix Hall. Starting point of this chapter. It's where Glast stole the sage's sealed tome. And where Taylor began his chase to rescue his childhood friend. Those who were injured are being taken care of by the staff. So I never expected I would come back here. But I ended up here anyway. My reverse journey through the many locations of this act. We started at the secret laboratory has come full circle. This is where Taylor started out, and where I will end my journey. One of the buildings Yennecar destroyed was Glock Hall, and the Glock Scholarship Foundation covered this semester's tuition for me. He never spent his riches on himself, choosing to donate them all to Sylvania Academy instead. Traces of him can be found all over the academy. And so, finding Lucy wasn't difficult. I knew she would be here. Where you can see the whole academy. Because to Lucy, Sylvania Academy, well, their home, Stop Nature is a memento of Glock. Give you that one. Memento of Glock Day. E. Hey. Yeah. Do you have any jerky left? I told you earlier I don't. Aww. Our conversations are always the same. What are you doing here? I was getting nostalgic. I would die if I fell down from here. Something really sad happened to me in the past, so I cried a lot. But at some point I wasn't so sad about it anymore. Why? I thought about it, but it wasn't for any special reason. It was just because a lot of time had passed. Poking at old wounds after so much time has passed is a foolish thing to do. Even if I were to try and resurrect the old man with celestial magic, I'll have to say goodbye again eventually. Besides, he made all the preparations he wanted to before he died. He was ready. If I bring him back, he might get angry with me and just die again. I guess it would be a huge insult to use forbidden magic to bring back a legendary archmage who dedicated his whole life to the study of magic. Yeah. I knew that from the start. That resurrecting him would be a selfish thing to do. So... Are you really alright, Lucy? Can't really talk since I tried to stop her earlier. But I can't help but ask. Seemed like Lucy had changed her mind on a whim by bringing Glast back from the dead. If she were to change her mind, something terrible could happen. I need to make sure. Hey. She's going to ask for jerk again, isn't she? Lend me your shoulder. Huh. Not what I expected. I wondered why she gestured for me to sit next to her. She just wanted someone to lean on. I guess this was why. It would be difficult to find anyone as passionate as Professor Glast when it comes to the study of celestial magic. Resurrection magic will never be cast again. Those who die are gone. What you've lost is lost forever. Loss comes to everyone in different ways, but in the end everyone experiences it. That's why it's important to know how to accept loss and cover your wounds with what you have been given. Lucy. I was well aware of this. And so, Lucy and I sat there for a while, watching the major towers piercing the sky. The starry sky seemed even farther away than usual at night. It was quite beautiful. So romantic. Do you have jerky? Ah, you ruined it! A giant arises to protect their sacrifice. An ancient weapon created by Glast with celestial magic. Ayla! The final battle of Act 2, the Magic Golem. Act 1, Selena's failed soul master. Subjugation of Glast. The last phase. Rescue Ayla, trapped inside a golem's heart. Go, Taylor! Gotta go faster. Come on, Taylor, chop his head off. Let Ayla go! I'm terribly short-sighted. Go! At some point. I was no longer able to see without my glasses. The life of a professor is essentially static. I do nothing but sit at a large desk in my private laboratory, poring over my transcription of the Sage's sealed tome, analyzing celestial magic, coming up with curricula, and checking the textbooks to be used to teach the students. And at some point, the scenery outside my window changes. It's snowing. A first year elemental studies student keeps coming to see me. She says that she wants to study intermediate magic out of time. It's raining. The young assistant professor who got herself in trouble yet again. Professor, I'm sorry. Delivers nervous apology after nervous apology. There's a nice breeze. The most senior member of staff always stops by. To have a cup of tea on his way to take care of some work. This hasn't changed, even after he became the headmaster. And so I sat at that same desk, believing that if I kept burying myself in my work, those painful memories would one day disappear. But they never did. What? Celestial magic. Miniature time reversal. Wait a second, he's losing? The painful memories never fade. Was Taylor's sword supposed to break? What is that? Celestial magic. Multiply time prison. Get out of the way, Taylor. Shit. It's like hanging on the wall. And so my vision grows blurry. And past the long darkness, when I close my eyes, I see the one I lost. Yes. I'm almost there. And so give up. Don't stand in my way. I do everything I can to reverse reality. Whoa, he did that with a broken blade. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Huh? A swordmaster skill. The fuck? He grew the blade back. At least use aura though. Celestial magic time reversal. Time turns back. To those who are frozen in time as well. It's no use, even if I have to sacrifice the life I have left. Intermediate ice magic. Ice spear. Now! Everyone! Yes, let me sing you a ballad. What? There once was a witch. What? So this is it. When the mighty hold. Boom. Did you eat a Chaos Emerald when I wasn't watching? Oh wait, so it's supposed to be gold then. Ugh. Alright. You've won. Kidding. That's exactly how it happened in this story as well. I miss you, Muri. Well, you did so much bad that you're going to hell though, and your daughter's in heaven, so that's a problem. What? I will never see her again! No! What? Did he teleport? Dude teleported. Is Ed going to sit there like, yeah, I knew we were going to be here? Celestial magic space leap. It was a magic circle he had left as his escape route. Ugh. But it seemed that his escape was too late. Even with mana, he could not stop the bleeding. So, did you enjoy your playtime? Even in the original game, the fact that he never reappears makes it clear. Especially given this scene. This is definitely where Professor Glast is supposed to die. How are you here? Past the dormitory's curfew. There we go. Stop! But I will break this storyline. But there was one thing I wanted to confirm. Oh? Confirmation, eh? Eh? One hour earlier. Yennecar is in charge of making sure all of the mercenaries leave the island. And we've locked my father away at the company's headquarters, so all of the risk elements have been taken care of. We agreed to meet up by the entrance of the underground waterways once we are done. So once I make sure Ed is alright, since he suddenly rushed over to Trick's hall. Oh, hey Lortel. Is he holding her hand? No. She's grabbing. That's... Danger, danger. Fucking all the panel. Danger, danger. What is it? Dorothy, one of the top third-year students, and Cleoh, the assistant professor. Are they not going to get punished? Everything seems to have been taken care of inside the waterways. She's crying, but why? What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Ed! Oh. What? You said those towers are made with celestial magic, right? Oh, I thought she was mad. In that case, there's something I'd like to confirm. Though they have started being more about Ed's daily life as of late. The meetings Yennecar holds regularly with the spirits is actually her way of making sure the northern forest they live in is protected. But a few days ago, Tarkhan reported that he sensed the same kind of magic in the northern forest as these towers were emitting. If it was celestial magic, there could only be one person behind it. No towers of magic erupted from the northern forest. What was it that Professor Glast had done in the northern forest? Put up that teleportation. Seeing that nothing else happened during the rest of the game, I probably don't need to look into it. But even Elte managed to nearly wipe us out. If Professor Glast decides not to leave the story as well, I can't even imagine how much he could affect the rest of the storyline. Oh, I see, so you're there to kill him. Which was why I was there to finish him off. I was going to check on him, but... how are you here past the dormitory's curfew? You don't need anyone to finish a job, do you? What are you doing here? I was looking up at the moon. Why? Does it seem ridiculous? No. Not at all. How strange, I find it myself ridiculous. You must have known that you would fail. You're correct, Edward's Taylor. In the end, I was always going to fail. It was reckless of me, though I never expected to be thwarted by students. But even if I had one, Obel would have stopped me. Perhaps he didn't stop me right away because of our friendship. The title of headmaster really does not suit him. You are a much better student than I expected. How unlike me to have discovered this so late. Then why did you kidnap me in the first place? Because you were talented. At first I planned to recruit you and use you for my plan. But due to you collapsing from overwork, that did not succeed. By the time I went to check on you after hurriedly kidnapping you, you had already escaped. If dying alone is my punishment, it seems quite an easy price to pay for the sins I committed. Still, I never felt lonely during the 17 years I spent with my daughter. She was 17. No, was she 17? Yes, 17 years. You could say it was a long time, but it felt quite short. Did you not know Professor Cleoh for a long time as well? Cleoh. 4 years under your tutelage, another 5 years once she started working with you. If you had continued your time here alongside her, it would have been about 17 years of knowing her. On my way here, we ran into Professor Cleoh. She was crying. Well, Professor Glast is someone you can't help but dislike, you know. He was the most stubborn, grumpy old man I ever met. He made me do all his work, thought he was better than everyone, was self-righteous, always lectured me, and only ever criticized me if I did something wrong. He was the most unlikable person ever, but still, he was the most scholarly academic I ever met. She had good instincts when it came to the most unnecessary things. She might have sensed Professor Glast's fate. Dorothy also said in a shaky voice. But although she had no idea what Professor Glast was planning, she would forever be grateful to him for recognizing her talents. Of course, in the end, he did take a student hostage. No one could deny that he went down the wrong path. As he sat there looking back at his life, no one was with him. And so he lamented dying alone. But he was mistaken. In actuality, both Cleoh, who became an assistant professor at a young age, and Dorothy, the top alchemy student of her year, were once judged to have no talent. And though Professor Glast always ranted about how talentless people had no value, he constantly discovered and developed the hidden talents of his students. It was as if he was determined to show that his daughter was also a person of value. He spent too many years as someone's mentor and as the colleague of many others for him to die alone. They all valued him. Oh, so you brought them? Professor Glast was terribly nearsighted. At some point, he was no longer able to see anything without his glasses. Ah, he's gonna put the glasses on and then he's gonna see them. Even himself. Before I used the Devildom's arrival, I saw the state the Soul Library was in. You managed to clean it out quite well, taking only the most valuable production formulas. A pointless endeavor. Are you saying there was more? It serves you right. You will have to clean it all up yourself. That library will now belong to you, Ed. Why are you giving this to me? Kinda weird. I'm a student, you know. Are you complaining? No, I'm good. Under the table Reina was guarding, he will find a hidden safe. Just make sure the academy staff does not find it when they check the place. And lastly, Lucy. At times you ought to look around you. Ah. Yes. A wise decision. I wonder what face Lucy was making just then. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. I could only guess based on the way Glast peacefully closed his eyes, the body leaning comfortably against a tree under the moonlight. Looked like it was simply sleeping peacefully. Although When is the live? I think it's gonna be on Saturday, if I'm remembering correctly. But you can check the live schedule. I mean, unless something happens, of course, like last time where I had to work overtime. But yeah. Should be. So we stayed there for a long time just watching. I enjoyed this more than the Greatest Estate Developer though. Although the Greatest Estate Developer is way more... He's doing way better on my channel though. At least think about it, all of it. You were involved in the Glaskin incident, occupation of Offaly's Hall. And even in the theft of the Sage's Steel Tome. And you were always on the scene. How terribly unlucky you are. Yeah, I can say that. Ed Rotz Taylor. Sure, we can go with that. I had to listen to the same thing over and over all night long. I do not understand why, but you were kidnapped by Professor Glast. Managed to escape and call for aid. Uh-huh. And ran into Taylor and his friends during all this... Is that all? Nah, the Dean too. The report I wrote details everything. Yennecar and Lortel just hurried to my aid, that's all. But you left behind Ayla, who was kidnapped along with you when you escaped. Ayla wasn't able to move. And she didn't trust me at all either. Which is why I decided to escape and call for... Enough. To be honest, I have my suspicions about you. Though my excuses all pan out, there are so many strange coincidences that the Academy can't help but be suspicious of me. I mean, you can be as suspicious as you freaking want. Still can't prove anything. You act as though you are clueless, are a clueless outsider, and yet I have a feeling that you are aware of quite a few things. You flatter me, sir. Your unflinching nonchalance is suspicious too. But both during the Offaly's Hall incident and during this one, you were a victim of the Academy's negligence. That's not my report at all. The Dean was reading my report card. You have been working very hard, Ed Rotz Taylor. That much I must admit. The Academy would like to reward you for your efforts. Does that mean I'm getting a room? Nah, we're not going that far. But you don't get expelled. What? I was going to get expelled. Wait, what? Yo, that's a lot of white. Oh, Ed, you're done. I'm sorry for always worrying you, Yennecar. Were you hurt anywhere? Looks like you got into quite a fight. I'm worried about you. Worried? About me? Don't be. I'm totally fine. Yeah, of course you are. Huh? Tell him what? Yeah, right. I think I might not be completely unharmed, actually. I'm a little sore. I might have gotten hurt while saving you. Oh? Well, I hope you get better. You should relax, then. You were hurt? Where? Where were you hurt? Be specific. What is she gonna say? Okay, what? My back. I might have sprained it. You sprained your back? How can you even walk? Yennecar, I realized something because of what happened. You were always there to help me when something like this happened. But I took that for granted, and you even got hurt this time. Didn't you feel something from watching Professor Glast's final moment? It's too late to have regrets after you've lost something. I feel guilty. I'm nothing but a burden to you, Yennecar. I appreciate you helping me out every time, but you always end up with the short end of the stick. You should probably stay away from me. Huh? What? I'm so sorry, Yennecar, for everything. I think it would be best for you not to get involved with someone like me. I'm sorry! I lied! I actually didn't get hurt at all! Please forgive me! Oh. Right. Yennecar, you live in Dex Hall, right? Starting next semester. I might... Are you moving to Dex Hall? I didn't expect you to be this happy about it. A lot happened, but it all came to close quite quickly. He's gone. I'm gonna miss my cab. I'm gonna miss my cabin. And with that, Act 2 came to a close. But what about my cabin, though? I guess I can go there on vacation time. Without too much trouble. You should put an end to your pitiful lifestyle and become a regular student again. Pitiful lifestyle? I learned a lot out in the woods. You deserve it. I will allow you to move into a dormitory. Huh. I miss my cabin already. I was actually looking forward to building a fence, growing some vegetables, and adding things to my hut as I went. So, it's a little disappointing. I guess this is the end of my life in the woods. I mean, not necessarily. Maybe after. But seriously though, now you can use all your time on studying and becoming stronger. Like, just saying. What? The fuck? Lucy? What the hell is Lucy doing there? The end? What do you mean the end? What the hell you mean the end? Oh, there's one more chapter. Oh my god. What? Lucy just crashing through. Looks like rain. This is an Akin Island. But the Lamelin mountain range in the north? I wonder why. I'm dreaming about my childhood all of a sudden. But since I'm here, I might as well go to see the old man. Oh. This. Why did you not resurrect me? Why did you not? Why did you forego that chance? It's a nightmare. Good morning, Lady Lucy. Let's get you ready for school. Advanced spatial magic. What? I don't know why. But I feel like going to the northern forest right now. Is she gonna slip? An inexplicable sense of relief washes over me. Oh yeah, she is so in love. Just looks like rain. I guess this is the end of my life in the woods. In any case, cats are so difficult to read. And they never do what you want them to. When you try to pet them because you think you've grown close to them, they pretend to be aloof and too good for you. That's why she panicked. Ah, I see. But when you ignore them because you get busy, they suddenly beg for your attention. That's what cats are like by nature. If you want to control them, the best strategy is to ignore them. Those of you who wish to have a familiar of the cat family, just try ignoring them and acting as though you don't care about getting their attention. You'll be surprised to see them approach you first. This is somehow trickier than dating, don't you think? Surprisingly, in my monster studies class, these creatures of the cat family will be. Professor Flubin is charming enough to keep his students' attention. Since his class is so popular, everyone tends to get good grades. Which meant that my grade was initially terrible. But by now I caught up to the material. No one takes as many detailed notes as I do, even in any of the other subjects. That's it for today. Yeah, because now you can actually focus on school, right? Or are you still living in the cabin? Oh, Ed, would you come to my laboratory sometime? What? Have you heard about the Academy scholarship system? Isn't it a system that covers part of your tuition in exchange for contributing work to the Academy? Yes, exactly. This is a good opportunity for you, Ed. What exactly would I have to do? Anything related to administration, but most likely you would be helping Professor Cleoh with her work. Professor Glast was in charge of countless things, so Anise is already helping her, but as skilled as she is, I'm sure they still need more help. Do I even need to pay for... Oh wait, I need money. Yeah, they need more help. There's the end of semester evaluations, and then during the break there's the academy conference agenda. And once the break is over, there's the class assignment exam. Do I have time to help though? Like, I have classes, as they say. But take care not to try and intimidate the new students. What? New students, huh? I'm sure that student is among them then. Someone evil? A boss. What? This definitely raises your magic power resonance. Anything? Anything? Come to think of it, will it really be alright to sell this off to Krepin? The fact that Ed asked me for such a big favor makes it seem like he didn't want Krepin to get his hands on it in the first place. Wait, no, I bought this to sell it for profit. I need to remember just how much money is riding on this. I need to be more ruthless. She'd always operated under the principle of not putting off until tomorrow what you could do today. As long as you obtain the certificate of sale for the Sage's Sealed Tome, I'm willing to do any favor for you whatsoever. Anything? Anything. Just one more thing. Yeah, just one more thing. So this is about the special classes to be held during the winter break. With Professor Glast gone, I wonder who's going to teach it. Busy. Also, I won't have to worry about the campsite, I think. I'm sure everyone else is busy at the end of the semester too. Both Yennecar and Ed must have a lot to do. And Lucy, well, there probably won't be any noticeable changes on her end. Huh? What did I... What? What is this sudden ominous feeling? Yo, are you more scared of Lucy than of Yennecar? Hey. You're running out of firewood. What? You said you wouldn't have enough for the winter. I guess so, but and why haven't you been hunting lately? Why is Lucy asking me such useful questions? Why is Lucy asking me such useful questions? I mean, you got your jerky, don't you? I guess I've been neglecting the campsite. Yes, I'm thinking about moving on into the Exhole. That will also mean Lucy and I won't see each other much anymore. But won't that mean the game's story progression will stabilize? Hi, Ed. Are you done with classes today? Are you done with classes today, Ed? Yep, Professor Marie's class later in the afternoon was cancelled too, so I came here to relax. You won't be at the camp anymore once the winter break starts, so I thought I'd visit as often as possible before then. It was always so nice to spend time here. Yeah. So the thought of you no longer living here is a little sad too. I really like this place. Yo, Lucy is staring daggers, run. Or annoyed. She annoyed. She's not even staring daggers. She's just annoyed. But as sad as I am about not being able to visit this campsite anymore, your comfort is more important. So please let me know if you decide to move into the Exhole. I'll help you out however I can. Why does it feel like he's not going to move into the Exhole and stay there? Like that's the... It's good for the storyline because it's cool for him to have the cabin, but at the same time for him to actually get better at school and studying, training and everything, he should be living in the dorms, especially since you already have so many things to do, Ed. Things I need to do, huh? Most of our classmates are also in the Exhole, and I'm sure you'll see more of me if you stay there. Oh, if we run into each other in the cafeteria, let's eat together. I tend to eat earlier than most people, and if Clara can't make it, we eat separately. I'll show you where everything is on the first day. Let's meet up in the mornings. Oh, and the study rooms. There have to be a certain number of people there, so if there aren't enough, don't hesitate to call me. I should get around to opening that hidden safe in the library Professor Glast told me about. Oh, right. Ta-da! An application form to move into the X-hole. Yep, they tend to overlook forms that are handed in after the application period. It's best to fill it out beforehand, even if you haven't decided yet. Wow. Thank you for thinking of this, Yennekai. Yeah, she has no ulterior motives. I've done this before, so let's fill it out together. Together. Why do you say it like that? Together. What? Once you filled it out... Lucy. He's mine. I mean, he's staying. I mean, god damn it. Just flies off. What? What is Lucy doing? Stop. Don't accept that. Don't accept. What do you mean don't accept it? Why wouldn't I accept it? Living in the dorm instead of my freaking cabin that I made myself. I mean, I'm fond of it, but still. That was the day it started. That was the day what started. All your hard work is paying off, Master Ed. You really are progressing at an impressive rate, Ed. Huh. Not bad. Fire. Your spiritual resonance already exceeds that of most beginner elementalists. And your mana resonance has improved a lot. Wait a second. If you keep on doing this, you're gonna beat me. What? Nothing. Lucy, did I offend you or something? What is... Did I offend... Get away, you harlot. Goddamn Charlotte. Get away from my oh no. Of the owner. The maze of this hole. Usually make Lucy look presentable in the mornings no matter what. But it looks like she escaped the dormitory early in the morning in her pajamas today. Now that my magic power is increased, I should start learning intermediate magic. Dude, you know he's gonna be like OP. Did you teleport there? No, just Lucy just lying on the lap. Like, she is just like a cat. Acting like a cat. They're just like, this is weird. Lucy, what are you doing? What's gotten into her? What's gotten into her? Why is Lucy on your back? Don't ask. No, I don't know. She won't let go. I've tried. She hisses when I try to remove her. So I just lived. I just learned to live with it. What's gotten into her? I'll apologize if I offended you. Okay. or is it more like a dog? Mine. Get away. It seems to be especially hostile toward Yennekai. That's because Yennekai is trying to get you to move into the dorms. Then again, she looks more afraid than aggressive. More importantly, intermediate magic turned out to be a lot harder to learn than I expected. Okay. I spent the whole day on it, but I still haven't learned anything. Hey. Yeah? Miss Lortel. No. What are you going to do once I leave? What do you mean? There is a place I want to visit. But I also need to check on the campfire and the fireplace. It's getting below freezing at night now. If I'm not careful, I might actually freeze to death. Although if I were to move into the X-hole, I wouldn't have to worry about that anymore. I guess I can't go anywhere before I'm done with the chores. Hey. What is it, Lucy? What? Let's go there together right now. Go where? Go together with... God damn it, there's is so much time until we're gonna read this again as well, because we just caught up to all the chapters. And yeah, you need to like, comment, subscribe if you want more of this, obviously. And if you want to get notified when I'm streaming, Discord is the way. It does help to subscribe, put all notifications on, but joining Discord helps even more because you will get notified there. YouTube, I guess they do it sometimes, but not always. And yeah, if you want more content, Patreon. I would prefer Patreon than YouTube members, because YouTube is, yeah. So yeah, bye bye.